Is the hamburgers or something on Top Chef? I don't know. Didn't that guy play football?
All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions, but at the end of the day, who really knows? As always, I'm your host, AJ, here with my good friends, Dylan and Michael.
Happy Monday.
We're also joined today by another good friend of ours, Al.
What up, dude?
Our best friend.
And so, today we're going to be talking about these monoliths that are popping up. But before we jump into that, jump into our Twitter feed. Follow us on Twitter at WRKPod. Follow us on Instagram at WRKPodcast. It's a good time, I promise.
Can confirm.
Can confirm.
And hit up the Patreon page, patreon.com/WRKPod. You'll find some interesting stuff there. Outside of that, you can find everything on our website, WRKPodcast.com.
Keep an eye out for all of us starting to stream it up on our games too. Watch us talk shit to a bunch of pussy ass bitches.
They're all under 10 years old most of the time.
I don't know. We get in some heated arguments with random people, and we want you to see that. We wanna be transparent.
Yeah. So make sure you follow everything, and we'll jump into the episode after this groovy tune.
And as always, follow us home.
All right. We got our technical difficulty not figured out, but it's working, so there's that. We'll iron it out before the 1st of January, don't worry. Up until then, we'll just do reshoots, I guess. I don't know. Yeah,
reshoots are always great, because whenever you do it the first time, you're just like, I could have done that better.
Yeah.
I could have put more power into that.
It's like warming up.
At least we didn't make it past 2.5 minutes before
I know
the difficulty was not. I don't really understand what the fuck's going on with that, but
it's all right. We can always just redo the hour. I remember one time, I think, didn't we do a podcast that didn't get recorded at all?
Yeah,
I think we did a whole. I can't remember.
I think it was after a kayaking trip.
Yeah, what our topic was, I don't know. And we just fucking lost the whole.
We're just like, next week we'll try it again.
Right, Jesus.
We'll run it back next week.
Oh god, that was crazy.
No, some things happen when you get off the river. I don't know.
I don't think we fucked up that bad since though. So we're sitting pretty.
That was early days.
Early days. Yeah. Now just minor technical difficulties.
Yeah,
we are experiencing minor
ones. But yeah, so 2020 has been a fucked up year so far. I think we can all agree on that. And what a better way to bring a year to close than an alien anomaly popping up. So here, our two options are: it's an alien anomaly, or it's some fucking Banksy art project.
Ghost pirate.
I need someone to start for the beginning. I don't know what the fuck happened. What the fuck happened?
On November 18th, two officers of the Utah Department of Public Safety, the Aero Bureau, they were out there trying to make like a basically for hunting season for bighorn sheep. and they were trying to get a census on the bighorn sheep, and they fly over this mountain range, and they're like, there's this giant silver thing sticking out of the ground over there. And so they roll up on it, and it's 12 foot tall, silver metallic object sticking out of the rock. Like, not dirt, it's sticking out of rock. And they called it a monolith, and adventurers started going to find it. And no one knows how the fuck it got there.
Do they have people found, like, do they have any pictures of it?
Oh, yeah, tons of pictures.
Where
It looks like just a metallic like rectangle. Just
It's like
I thought you were
looks
gonna
like
say a
fucking
dick,
jewel.
like a
like a-
metallic dick sticking out the side of a mountain.
It's like
Bring this shit up.
it's like a metallic dildo, bro.
Even if it was artificial and somebody put it there, it's like you would need like a fucking massive like truck to move this thing. Because if it's all just straight metal to the core, it's like tons and tons and tons of fucking pounds. Look at that thing.
It's fucking ginormous.
like it's
12 feet tall.
That's fucking insane.
just
And
embedded in rock.
it looks like a fucking jewel.
How deep do you think it's in there?
They didn't even have time to research it because was it the 27th? So like 9 days later, it just disappeared.
Really?
Yeah.
And this one's, you said Utah. This one's in You said how many days later? 9?
Yeah, 9. It was there for 9 days.
Mother of God.
And then it was gone?
Look at that.
It just, what?
Yeah, it's gone now.
Are you fucking kidding?
It's
Dude,
gone.
those guys definitely have cancer right now for standing, standing in front of it.
That's some radioactive shit, bro. Like no one even got there with a Geiger counter.
I don't know if
Like,
anyone
it was
can
just
see the
gone.
picture. I'm sure you'll see that picture if you typed in the monolith in Utah. But
Okay.
these guys are just like fucking teaming up to just make sure that nothing is on the top. I don't know. I don't see the point of
I mean,
that.
what about like
What's down here?
I want to.
space trash?
Come on,
though?
Jim. I want to go up there.
What was that fucking alien that Aleister Crowley would trip and talk to? Was it Jed?
Oh,
Jeb?
I don't know. The one I was thinking about the one on the Flintstones that he sees.
Oh,
the
the
green guy.
fucking little green alien.
Yeah.
Uh,
It just
Is
looks
that-
like a piece of like space trash to me.
No, and then like adventurers would go there and fucking they would try to stick magnets to it. It was not magnetic. Like, and there's like videos on people's like there's TikToks about it and just like it's fucking
Wait,
crazy.
so that's not even. I thought it was thicker than that. That's really, really thin.
Oh, there it is. It's
Yeah, it's
Go to
like
that.
it's
It's
like
like
4 or
Scroll
3
down.
feet wide.
what the?
Wait, is it?
It looks like a
is it-
triangle.
or a
Yeah,
rec-
it's a triangle. Yeah,
Space trash.
space triangle.
No, I'm just thinking, it's, like a piece of like
Oh,
you know,
that would
like-
make okay.
like
I
a
see
big, like
it.
a big old piece of fucking satellite or something like that fell off, an old one or something that just came crashing down.
I mean, look at how straight up that is, though. That's perfectly straight. Someone.
I don't know.
I hope somebody brought just a level. And, like,
I know exactly. That's probably what the picture of the two guys getting on his shoulders.
Well,
He's probably
look at the
leveling
cliff,
it out.
look at
He's
the
like,
cliff face behind it. It looks like a fucking skull, bro.
Yeah, 2 eyes in the fucking mouth.
Are they making a
And a
movie?
nose.
Maybe they were shooting a movie. Maybe we're gonna see this in a movie someday.
Well, that's one thing is that we already have seen this in a movie, and it came out in 1968. Stanley Kubrick's film 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh fuck.
And there were monoliths placed around in the movie that showed the monolith was progressing human evolution, like itself, like it was the reason humans were evolving.
Huh. Like evolving, like turning further and further away from
Like from
monkeys,
caveman,
or like
yeah.
like physically, or I mean, like I don't know, like just giving us energy to be stronger and better.
Knowledge. I don't know.
Sending signals into our head. Are they using 5G right
Go to
now?
that one. Yeah, is it
that what-
hollow? What the fuck is that? No, that's not. That's not like top down from it, is it?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. There's a lot of weird shit going on around this thing. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people think it's like an art project. Like I think that someone recreated it or some welding artist. Like yeah, it's crazy.
In that movie, did you see what the monoliths looked like in the movie?
Yeah, they were similar. Like I think they were more rectangular. I've never seen the movie, but I've seen clips of it.
That is the one movie that like.
Oh, here we go. This is
What? That's
when man evolved from ape. No, that's from the movie.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
I wonder, like you said, like how far in the ground does it go? Does it look like the ground around it was, fucked up?
Yeah,
I don't think
it had like it looked like it like. Go back to that first one because you can see around the ground, or even that one right there. You can see how like it's roughed. It looked like it fucking sprouted.
Right
Like
here.
right down
Oh
there,
yeah.
which
yeah.
is nuts.
Someone get the level out.
No shit.
Look at that guy's
And there's
Yeah,
leveling
like-
it
there's
right now.
this one.
There's
This one,
like
it looks like it's hollow and it just fucking shot into the ground.
It looks like go back to that other one because it looked like there was rivets in it.
Oh yeah, no, there are. It's 3. So it's the people that found it. There's 3 pieces of metal that are just riveted together in a shape of a triangle.
I think somebody's fucking with us.
Yeah, different
Either that or
pieces of
space.
metal.
I'm thinking-
It's different pieces of metal.
No, well, yeah, it's 3 separate sheets of the same metal, just riveted
okay.
together.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I this is, and then it's
It's baffling to think about. Like, it's literally just like, this could be like so much, or it could be just a fucking street artist pulling a prank on fucking people in Utah.
It's like it's the new Samsung smart fridge.
Dude, it's Banksy, bro. Dude, fucking Southwest Airlines was making jokes about like, oh, like they photoshopped a picture of it and it, like with like the seating on each side. And they're like, oh, sorry, we had to reclaim it because it's like news that it's missing now. Dude, it's fucking nuts.
yeah.
I feel like they took it, the fucking
Aliens.
no, the Bureau of Land Management or whatever.
Well, they have their official statement is they have no idea how it got there or how it left.
You'd need a fucking like a good sized truck to move that because that's kind of
Yeah, okay, then maybe not them, but maybe I don't know. You wouldn't want hikers going out there because it's getting stuck and shit like they were doing with that bus or whatnot.
Wait, what?
There's
With
that-
what bus?
There's that one kid's bus in Alaska or whatever, Jacob's bus or whatever, and people would go out to go see it or whatever.
Oh, I think yeah. Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
wonder.
but it's like in like a remote locate. Like they found it through a helicopter surveillance.
Yeah, but you were just saying that a bunch of people have been out
Yeah,
there.
they're like
so-
hiking to it.
Yeah, and why? If it's remote and way out there, they probably were like, we don't want people going out there and getting stuck and hurt, and
Right, but how do you remove that?
I don't know. You got big old machinery.
I mean, you remove it the same way you put it there, but
like I wonder if there was like tire tracks anywhere, like footprints.
I don't
that
know,
came up
man.
on it because if the
well, and the question is, how long has it been there too?
that's
like,
true.
oh yeah,
Well, if
'cause
they,
we
if
only,
they do those surveys like every year for the season, it wasn't there last year. Then
Well, it depends on what angle they go over that mountain face. I mean,
that's true.
12-foot tall in a mountain range, like
right. There's nothing.
It's
You
crazy
could
that
easily
they even
miss that.
spot it too, but I guess they probably weren't flying too high.
Yeah, I wonder. You'd probably just have to stand next to it and see if you get the radiation from it and become like super powered.
Yeah, like I mean, if it was like a truly radioactive material, if you would have touched it, it would have burnt your the skin off your hand. Like it.
Or
hurts.
you would have been able to shoot laser beams out of your eyes. You
That's
don't
true.
know.
or your
you
ass.
never know.
Like,
Or your
not
ass.
everyone gets Superman's powers, bro.
You're gonna get space AIDS.
Some people get the short end of the radioactive stick, bro.
Every time you shit, it just shoots down through your toilet.
You have to buy a new
Makes
toilet.
hole.
I heard my turd's glowing.
My poop is acidic.
And you look
Really,
at your
really
toilet,
acidic.
and now there's a hole that
toilet,
only
yeah.
is big enough to flush a fart.
Yeah. Jeez.
And that's what aliens are going to turn us into someday.
Has that ever happened to you?
Does that ever happen to you?
Oh man.
Are we going to... So, if it was like an artist thing, is it something that they... Like you keep saying, like Banksy and shit, does he always do shit and then he comes out saying he did it? Or does he
Kind of. It's
do-
just.
or
It's
peop-
like people just assume it's him sometimes
Right.
too. Like one of his paintings sold for like $4 million at an auction, and then the frame was also had a paper shredder at the bottom, and so after they paid for it, it shredded the painting.
Jesus.
That's one of the biggest fuck yous I've ever heard.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy.
That's actually fucking yeah, dude. I didn't know that was him. I think I saw a video of that happening, and that's just nuts. $4 million for a shredded up picture.
I think it got more expensive after it was shredded.
Probably. Somebody probably would have paid $6 million for it.
Yeah.
They probably were like, "Oh my fuck, I should have bought that painting."
Yeah.
Like
Modern art is a joke.
If you didn't cut your ear off, you're not a real artist. Go fuck yourself.
yeah, why would I pay $4 million for that? I could feed a starving kid in Africa.
For just 5 cents a day.
Buying 2 cans of Campbell's soup.
Yeah.
The third one goes to Africa.
Getting an oil change from
put it in the
pennies
Campbell's
or
cannon
whatever
and
it
shoot
is.
Pennies.
They shoot it from fucking Pittsburgh out of the Campbell's cannon and it lands in Uganda.
Damn.
That's how it works. That's how the Campbell's. That's why they built the Campbell's cannon.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen that.
Oh, you haven't?
Nope.
Oh, it's basically think like a cannon powerful enough to shoot a human at a circus,
Yeah.
but
It's
you make the
freaking-
hole smaller. Like
It's like military grade though. Like this shit could take down a fucking fighter jet.
think like a
Lockheed bought the design.
Like they have to alert the TSA and FFA before they FAA whatever. Fuck them all. But dude, I got flagged the last time I went to an airport, so they can suck my ass. But so imagine like a 40 millimeter cannon, but it's just a Campbell's chunky chicken noodle soup.
Okay.
And-
they had to,
Sometimes they shoot them out of AC-130s. It's fucking insane.
Bro, they travel so fast that they pick up so much heat that they're cooked by
Yeah, you should stop buying Campbell's because it costs them more to fix their roofs than it does to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's why they hate America. They're like, God damn it, Americans and their Campbells. Like, I don't know why. It's like they keep buying them and they keep shooting them at us. Like,
Like that.
We're
Have you
sick
guys
of
ever
it.
seen the video of the guy he's like the why? But why are you gay guy? He's like, but why are you still buying Campbell's?
no.
You've never seen that video? Are you? Oh my god! There's literally a video of this guy. He's like, I can't remember what country he's from, but he's interviewing someone. He's just like, yes, I understand, but why are you gay? And because he's interviewing a gay person, he's like, but why are you gay?
is he doing this being serious? Is he
Yeah, no,
seriously
dead
just-
serious, like fucking dead ass.
Religious people, man.
Dude.
That's what goes. People don't even have to ask that question, and you know that goes through their head. Why are you gay? If Jesus Christ,
I mean,
fucking.
You think there was a defining moment?
Like,
You think there's
imagine-
a defining moment where you're just like, oh, yeah, I'm gay.
The why are you running guy, but instead of running, he's saying gay, and that's literally what it. It's so fucking. It's brutally bad, but also very entertaining.
Yeah.
Why are you gay?
How old was this man?
50. I don't know.
So with the monolith disappearing, you say it reappeared?
Yes.
Does it reappear?
The
The same one?
Not the same one.
Okay.
Another monolith has appeared outside of a remote
Okay.
village in Romania this morning.
Now, this morning? Do they have pictures for us?
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
can
it looks
definitely
like-
find them.
I think it looks like
It
somebody
looks even crazier than the first one.
looks crappier. I think it looks like somebody did like try to just I'm gonna get some internet coverage on this.
Yeah, it's actually. I think it looks more alien than the first one. I don't know because the first one's like so sleek and stuff. This one's got like designs and shit all down it.
Designs? I don't see the designs.
See all them curly cues.
That
and,
looks like somebody just took a welder and just not a welder,
Go
a
to
grinding
that
wheel.
second one right there. I want to see the ground around it.
Oh, it's all fucking.
And the Romanian
See,
one.
that looks like it was fucking.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
like it was planted, but was it planted or did it fall from somewhere or?
No, that looks like somebody used a grinding wheel. Like the first
No,
one.
the
you
ground
tell-
though, the ground around it.
Okay.
It almost looks planted.
Well, because like right around it, do you feel like just barely around it? It looks like there's like
It's
Loose
dust.
a
dirt.
circle and
There's
shit.
loose dirt around
Yeah,
it.
and then they just. But you can just tell how that's.
I've seen shit
Done.
like that under the underpass.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
it's just how they had a grinding wheel. And
Yeah,
just,
no
just-
shit.
Wait, you've seen Aliens in the Underpass?
I mean,
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, definitely. I used to do that with a grinding wheel on metal at shit at work. Like, I mean,
You can do that one easy, but you can't make. That one in Utah was a lot.
Well, and the one in Utah is in rock. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
that's
The one in
true.
Utah is in rock.
Yeah.
which is fucking creepy.
It's literally like in like a
You would have
like
to-
a cavernous fucking mountain space.
You'd have to like have a fucking rock drill like that. You just don't fucking put that in.
How do you know? Like Bubba didn't just come.
But it's like you don't like. How would he know it was gonna get found if it was like some sort of, art thing? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe
I'm thinking Romania knockoff art thing.
Yep.
But it is suspicious that it
But when
comes
they-
up a day
how do
after
we-
the fucking other one disappears, and then one
True.
sprouts up in Romania.
Right.
Maybe
Just the
it's-
timing of it.
Bro,
like if it happened during
Bro,
the
what if it's okay? So what if it's time travel and that traveled through the years and now popped back up after it's been mutilated by some guy with a grinder?
you don't recognize Dracula's signature on there? Are you kidding me?
Bro,
Oh god, there are probably people just eating that shit up too.
Oh yeah, and
traveled
that's
through
why we're
time.
talking about it today.
do
for
we?
views,
Are they the
baby.
same? Are they the same size? Are they the same? Do we know?
Yeah, it's
they're-
literally like to the exact same dimensions of the other one.
Nice. So it's a time travel.
But
machine.
again, don't know how deep it goes because we don't know how deep the other one went. So we don't know what the dimensions of the first one are because
Right.
it's embedded in rock and it disappeared before they were able to do real studies on it.
I hate how it says the monolith disappears in Utah and reappears in Romania. Like,
They're obviously separate ones.
yeah, like
Completely
like,
different ones.
Like, how are you gonna say
Unless
it's
it
the
traveled underground through the core of the earth
That's
and
what I-
fucking
yeah,
Satan
exactly.
himself wrote scribbles on it.
same- Jesus, yeah, I don't. That's so fucking weird. Like, what
It's
kind of
gotta
coverage?
be an art thing, dude. It's gotta be.
I mean, do you think he asked like the Utah people to find
go to
it?
that one right there, that fucking close up. Like,
Oh, that's a right angle grinder for sure. You can
Has
see
to.
you can see where the crowns in the wheel go around it. Yeah, that's a right angle grinder for sure.
but like, I don't see any rivets on this one.
They're probably just either sanded out or
Yeah, that's true. Because you can kind of look right here, it, like smooths out along the fucking joint, and on that side too.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, and it'd also be hard with the lighting in this one to see a rivet when you have all this contrast in there.
Yeah, that's true.
So when was the?
But this one's not silver though. Is also something that I'm
Yeah.
coming when they say it. When people are saying it's the same one, like that's not
Yeah.
even fucking close.
It's like they.
And it
tried
looks like
to-
there's a shit. It looks like
Yeah, a
there's a
seam
joint.
right there.
Yeah. Knockoff. Bad knockoff.
I did notice that when I saw that one on Twitter earlier. In this one, it almost looks like it's not standing straight up.
So what
It
was-
almost looks like it's crooked a little bit. Where that seam is, it's like you can't see it in this picture, but it's about like right here.
Yeah.
And
So,
it
like,
almost
the
looks like
difference
it
in fucking-
comes more to this side
Yep.
on that seam.
When was the first one found?
November 18th, I think.
18th, so like
18th. So that would be 12 days ago. This
So-
one was found today. The one from November 18th went missing on November 27th.
So weird thing, coincidence. I don't know, whatever you call it.
Coinky dink.
November 18th is the 322nd day of the year, right? And okay, so the significance of 322nd is that's the number that the Skull and Crossbones Society is.
perfect timing.
Weird.
That's fucking trippy.
Probably has nothing to do with it, but
I just saw some shit pop up about the Skull and Bones on Twitter the other day, but I just like, if you're not talking about George or Prescott Bush, Skull fucking Geronimo's decapitated head, I don't care. Like,
yeah.
that's about as interesting as it gets.
True. I think the next move that we can probably make is to buy some sheet metal and whatever it costs.
Plant one of these on top of Pump House.
I was gonna say, just in your backyard, bro. Like, we need, like, oh my god, podcast crew finds the third monolith in the world. Like, we'd have to get coverage for that, right?
Well,
there's
I'm like ABC and like all the small local news companies like sitting there, we're just like,
oh man. And while the other news companies are like there, like with cameras, we're also there with our own cameras, reporting live from our own house. They try and come to the back to fucking like take video of it. We just tell them, no, you can't be on our property.
This
Gotta get off our property.
This happened this morning.
Yes.
Because that says 3
maybe
days
not,
ago.
It was trending. It was trending on Twitter,
which would have been
morning.
the 27th.
Yeah.
So the same day it disappeared.
Okay. Yeah.
Fucking...
That I have a 3-day time lapse. It was a weird week for me. Okay.
No, that's fair. Me too. I'm still like stuck on November 1st. Like.
But yeah, no, it was like the day that went missing, this one popped up.
What the fuck?
And so it almost seems like it's coordinated, or it was just very good timing for because this one looks like a fake. The other one looks real as fuck.
Yeah.
This one looks like a fake, but we don't know if it's when something hits the ground that hard, it will blow the ground up around it.
Or it's sprouted up. But okay, so in the difference with this one, it's grass, and there's fucking no tire marks. There's no footprints around it. There's like nothing indicating that like somebody
they brought this heavy ass thing,
this shit in there, and it's right next to the village. So they would have been like, dude, like what the fuck.
Like, is there a village down there?
Yeah, you guys remember what Diglett looked like on your Game Boy, right? Like there was ground bursted up around him.
Fuck yeah.
So,
but those people would have been like, oh,
but the grinder marks.
But like,
I mean, okay, so well, we know that one. They say it popped up. I mean, did it like do you think we'll have come to find out maybe that's been there? Like what? I don't know. Maybe someone
wired the wrong fucking flower.
Right. Maybe they put it there for fucking publicity, like to get publicity.
Maybe it's just been there for a long time, and then they saw this one on Utah. Utah thing blew up, and they were like, "Oh, we got one of those in our village."
Right.
The weird thing is if it would have fucking like sprouted up too, there would be like fucking grass and dirt and shit on top of it, wouldn't there?
I'm thinking it's like
I don't know
a satellite that fell down, or something like that. Piece of a satellite that fell. Or a piece of a spacecraft or something.
I feel like it's standing too straight up.
Have you've thrown pencils at like the ceiling and they stick right in straight up?
Yeah, that's true. But like also, if that was the theory, like it wouldn't. There's no way in hell it would. If you're coming out from space, there's no way in hell you land straight up. Like it never fuck. Especially with the aerodynamic shape of that. Too.
I want scientific proof that you can't do it because I bet you I can drop a pencil 50 times and at least once it's gonna drop straight in.
Yeah, but we're talking twice now.
But like when you're coming into the atmosphere,
right after each other.
We're talking twice now.
That's true.
Two out of 2 times.
I hope we're
talking 2 out of 2. That's 100% success rate.
There's probably no, because space garbage falls all the time.
Yeah, well, not like that.
Yeah, because that's the 2 out of 2. That's the 2 out of the 400 times,
Plus, if it would have fallen out of space too, even on the one in Utah, this one has like the grinder marks. But the one in Utah, if that would have flew out from space, that would have had burn marks and shit on it because it would have roasted the metal, like the outer layer of metal.
If it was space grade metals though that they use.
Yeah, but it would have to have a heat shield because otherwise you would still like flame. Like when you go through the atmosphere, like it's like rough. It's like a fucking. I mean, the atmosphere is a fluid, and when you have resistance and shit, it happens on rockets all the time. Like if you go back and look at a SpaceX rocket, when it comes back to Earth, there's fucking char marks and everything because the outer layer, like the first or second outer layer of like atoms on that metal starts to heat up and like ignite.
You think you could grill like a good steak on the outside of it?
Probably.
When it first lands.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That shit's hot as fuck.
You can sear that bitch real quick.
It ain't smoking, but it's fucking, like, it's still warm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that too. I totally think it makes sense for someone to have put it there. Maybe like hinted to the Utah people, be like, listen, this can be crazy. Like, just go with it and say you stumbled across this fucking... little dildo sticking out of the ground.
That would hurt as a dildo.
Not
That's a rough dildo.
not to
You
a
have to be
giant.
a
Al.
you have to be a champion to
You have to be
fucking
a-
take one of those.
You used to be a giant from back in the old days.
I want fuck. I wonder if anybody sent like any scientist or literally anybody with,
Right.
like, any scientific knowledge out there to just be like, what the fuck?
Like, if you
is
saw
it just
that-
metal or is
Well,
it
in
like,
Utah, they didn't even have the time to like rope it off, like because it was so remote. They didn't have time to rope it off, go through the bureaucrat bullshit to even run studies on the monolith,
Yeah.
and then it disappears
yeah.
before they even had time. Like
Like,
we're talking 9 days.
I was gonna ask, do you think people would have been watching it and been saying like, "Oh fuck, like we gotta camp this out. Let's
Yeah,
fucking
no
stay
No, dude,
here."
they were legit just people like hikers in Utah that would just go up there and like try to stick magnets to it, and they'd stick a magnet on it and it'd drop. They'd be like, all right, well, it's not magnetic. It's obviously metal. They'd hit it. They'd be like, it echoes like cardboard, but it has the feeling of metal. It's fucking crazy.
It echoes like cardboard.
Yeah, he's like, it feels like you're tapping a cardboard box, but the feeling on your hand is metal. Is one of the guys that I saw his video of him just
think
hiking up there.
I
That's
think
fucking trippy.
Bubba got his big old pickup truck back there somehow, and just took that thing with him.
What the?
I do want to know around the dirt in that field makes such sense how that could get in there, but the one in the rock, like that's crazy. Like
That's how.
Right.
This one looks almost like it was either dug in or sprouted. It doesn't look like it fell in. Either it sprouted or was dug in.
Dude, but like that had to take like if you were gonna put that in, that would have to take like a team of fucking like of people. That had to have been like a 5 to 6 man job to get that shit in there. Too.
is
I don't
that
know,
someone?
it
Is that like
depends.
someone from Star
no,
Wars?
that's
or
that.
something?
No, that's the hiker that I saw his video where
Are you sure he's credible?
super incredible. Look at that face. You tell me that guy ain't credible.
You know what? I would
See,
I
look
would
at the
trust
ground
him.
around that shit. Like, yeah, like it kind of the dirt kind of is up on the edges of it, but like
Yeah.
it's really done. It would be done. It just looks done so clean, honestly.
Yeah, like there's nothing else
well, this,
roughed up.
this
around
photo is obviously photoshopped.
Was it?
Oh damn! I was gonna say the alien. Like I was like, man,
They
we
did a
finally
great
have
job on the
proof.
shadows and everything like that. You had me fooled. Oh, okay, that's what I want to see is a side by side. So,
There's a dirt road, but there's nothing like.
see, the plot thickens.
Yeah, the crane would have just had to go from the side of the road
Yeah,
and
you
like
just
poop.
chilled on the gravel and just there it is.
You could do
Just
that with it. You could
shit
do
out.
that one with it. Well, do they have drywall cranes like they have here in Romania?
It-
I would imagine
definitely.
so.
Probably not. They probably just take a whole village of like 40 people.
It was
and
probably
say,
the Amish and just fucking.
Well, it's Romania. They're all basically Amish. I'll have to ask my source, Mihai from Romania.
Dude, yeah,
they have
for
those
sure.
drywall cranes.
He would fucking know. He'd probably be like, I don't know, we're all out here worshiping it, right?
He'd be like, "Funny you mention. This is my village."
That'd be fucking wild.
Number 2 prostitutes in whole village.
But like the ground, fuck, you don't know. I just want to know if like there was that one top-down view of it that like it looked like it was hollow, but it didn't look like the landscape wasn't the same. But I just want to know if it's like fucking.
Yeah, that
if
top-down view is weird as
Well,
fuck.
the top-down view after it was like gone.
Oh.
That's what it was the top-down view after it was gone, and it literally just looked like it was like a hollow triangle just fucking smashed into rock.
I want. Yeah. See, just want to know what it weighed because that would tell you more. Like I don't know if somebody like tried to fucking like run at it and like
push it over.
Yeah, it's like what can this do? But I mean, we're humans. One of you fuckers.
Well, I mean,
out
those
there
two
would've
guys
done
were
that.
standing shoulder on top of the other,
Yeah, like leaning
leaning
on it.
up against it. Yeah, like this. This is,
That's what. No, that's what was left behind.
yeah, that's all that was left behind.
What is the fuck?
What are the
I don't
things
know what
next
that
to it?
is.
I don't understand what the
Can you
things
enlarge
next
that
to it
photo?
are.
I can try. No, it takes me to wiki. It wants me to pay. What the fuck? Get out of here.
Yeah, what the fuck is next to it that just does not... like...
But like those stones weren't there
That's just
in the landscape.
I don't know.
Unless it was a. But like, what the fuck is that shit down there?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's just a pizza pie shaped of something.
It's like a Bigfoot sighting. but monoliths.
That's literally what it looks like in the fucking Bigfoot shows. We're like, yeah, we casted Bigfoot's footprint.
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of. There wasn't that many rocks around it, was there? It did not look that.
No. Yeah,
even the small rocks, even the tiny rocks, there was nothing.
There's those 3 right there in the row, but you go back to the OG picture and from I don't know, unless they just looking behind it just doesn't make sense. See, there's nothing around
so
it.
Clean.
There's no rocks. There's
but
nothing.
there's been people over there.
Right, true. Probably stealing rocks around it. I stole a rock from the site of the fucking monolith, dog.
Pushing stuff around.
This shit's gonna make my fucking poop supersonic.
I'm waiting for you to have supersonic poops.
What if that's the next super hero show
DC
is people
comic.
you just have powers out of your ass, that's all you get.
Just I can shoot rainbows out my ass. What can you do? What can you shoot out your ass?
Lightning out of my ass.
It's like season 3 of The Boys, ass power.
When I shoot lightning out of my ass, there's always thunder that follows.
When the lightning comes out, you hear the clap. You know what I'm saying?
you hear all the gas. Oh my god. That would be your partner. Would be thunder. He
but
just
this thing
farts
could look at where it
loud.
is though in this mountain. Even if they're flying over this, let me see if I can.
Well, bro, look how shiny and how it reflects color. Don't you think that would have blended in insanely well?
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's you have to fly over that at the right time of day to even see it.
And it just hits you you're going past.
Like a laser pointer in an airplane.
Yeah. But I was thinking, with your phone.
Would the light, would the sun reflecting off that bright dirt though reflect up? Would that make it easier? I don't know. I'm curious of how these guys, these suspicious looking guys, can we trust these guys?
This person right here looked like they pooped their pants. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah, he touched it and it gave him lightning poops, bro.
This is the photo after he was standing on that guy's shoulders, after he pooped his pants and it went down his fucking jumpsuit onto the other guy. Because that other guy looks pissed that he just looks like he got shit on.
No, I'm saying the way those shadows are, you have to be there at the right time of day to see that from a helicopter.
The reflectivity of it.
Yeah.
Wait, is there? Oh, there's a third person behind him. I was like,
well, someone took the photo.
I was like, no, look at the shadows, bro. That shit tripped me out.
Oh shit!
I was like, dude. I didn't even notice. I was like, what? I thought shit was. I was like, oh my god, guys, I think I fucking cracked the code.
That's nuts.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, dude. You guys were talking someone's got to
Yeah,
take
there's
a
a
picture.
cameraman.
And
No,
was
but I
like,
didn't even
the
notice
fuck?
that shit. Jesus Christ. I'm about to shit my pants. But like I said,
Don't do it in that metal chair if
there's-
you're looking at that monolith. It'll electrocute the whole room.
No shit. But there's you don't see any tire marks for heavy equipment or anything around here, which you'd need to have a crane close enough to fucking plant
dig
that
through
shit.
that
I
dirt.
mean,
Yeah.
okay, so what if you do it piece by piece and then have it welded on the seams?
You would
Bam.
have
And then you just stick the piece in the ground,
yeah.
or and then
But how deep in the ground do you have to have it be to
Depends
have
on
it
the
stay there for who knows how long?
I mean, I don't know. You could get a 10-foot step ladder and then take a 2x4 and pound down on it. I mean, there's ways that you can do it.
Yeah, but that looks like rock, doesn't it?
No, that looks like dirt.
But in the mountains like that?
Oh, that's a dry ass dirt. That's fuck. Yeah, that's hard shit.
I don't know. I'm not a fucking, what would that be?
Archaeologist?
Archaeologist or
Oh,
geologist?
I'd rather have an excavator with me than a geologist.
We're gonna see what you're really made of.
I said it was going to be impossible. Keep digging, scum.
I want to know if
Dig faster, bitch.
so the internet obviously knows about the Romania one, but I just want to know
What if they're all over the world and they're used for...
I just want some fucker to go there and start live videoing and just showing me everything about it, because
There's got to be. I mean, our science.
be.
Our science. You think if we had our scientists like there and they weren't lying to us and said like, okay, like, do you think they should have the capabilities of seeing if there's something happening around it?
There's gotta be, yeah. I mean, you
dude,
said people were like magnetizing it or whatever, but like you said earlier, it's like the Geiger counter thing. It's like
Geiger counter.
Geiger counter, yeah. It's like you'd want to know if that thing is radioactive.
Well, I mean, the way that the government works is a government scientist is going to get there after people if they're not able to rope that off because it's that remote of a location.
Yeah.
If they're not able to close it off, people are going to see that shit on the news because this is on the news before, and people are going to see it on the news and they're going to find it, like adventurers and people that make TikToks and YouTube videos. Those are the people that were finding it, and then before even they got it closed off, quarantined and whatever, is gone.
And okay, so then how many days was it around for?
9 days, and then on the 9th day it popped up in Romania.
And on the 9th day it rose again.
You think in 9 days our fucking government would be able to be like,
I don't know, dude. It was a holiday weekend.
That's what I thought. Like if it was, that's what I'm saying. Like our government, if it really was something that important, do you think we would even like?
They would have had to send somebody out there and be like, "Nah, this is bullshit." Or like,
well, not even
9
that.
days?
I mean, just to block. Like, yeah, I get it's remote, and like to block it off would be hard. But it's like, okay, I mean, yeah, people would hike there, but you could still. I mean, put fucking the yellow tape out and be like, no, this is now government property. Like, get the fuck back.
Yeah.
I think we're heavily overestimating the efficiency of our government.
I think we might be too, to be honest. But like, fuck.
I mean, yeah, even in their eyes, they're probably like, well, this is just fucking stupid. We don't even care.
Someone was probably, someone in charge of that area or whatever was probably like, oh, well, it's Thanksgiving week. Like, no one gives a fuck. Like, we're just going to deal with this when we deal with it. Mm-hmm. And then, little do they know, it's fucking COVID-19 season. And people aren't going to Thanksgiving. They're going to see the Monolith by themselves with a GoPro.
I would have been that guy for sure.
Oh, if I lived in Utah, I would have been all up in that ass.
We didn't even have family Thanksgiving this year.
I'd have
for
packed
obvious reasons and shit like that. But like, fuck yeah, I'm going to.
I would have packed, yeah.
Gotten
on a mountain bike. We had ourselves a little. I would have mountain biked out there.
Dude, I bet that thing could blow fat clouds.
If it was a Juul, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it probably is. It just doesn't have a pot on the top.
You got to plug it in.
Slap that bitch into a USB port.
There's. But, like, I guess, yeah, with the shadows and everything, so you can tell it's triangular because it's like you're looking at a square here, but then there's the shadow off to the front.
Yeah.
Which is just, like, okay, so a triangle fucking. What the fuck? Oh, yeah.
Well, and just like two people. So, say this is like a.
3, 4, actually. Cameraman.
No.
Three.
I'm saying, like, so two people performance art.
Oh, yeah.
Or stage art. Do this simultaneously in different parts of the world.
I mean,
that's where I'm like, is it staged art or like is it more than that? Like it's because this one doesn't have the same look as the one in Romania. The one in Romania, like we said, looks either like it was dug in or it sprouted out.
Yeah. Well, definitely dug in. Like the dirt's still fresh.
But this
right,
still,
but that would have the same effect if it sprouted out.
This one still has the dirt fucking lined up next to it, and it's
like that little pile.
Is it wind? Like, is it because maybe it's like a wind and it's pushing shit up against it, and it just I don't know.
Well, it's only got it on the one side.
So, like, I mean, it wouldn't push dirt from other sides.
But it's also in a canyon, so it's
like if wind
pushing it one
in,
way.
I don't know.
What it would be really good for is like a viral campaign for a movie.
That's true.
I said
hey,
we
did
were
you
going
guys
to see it on a movie.
Teen Titans live action's coming out, dude. I linked it in my Discord server.
Is it the same people from the... Didn't they make a movie?
They made something in those...
No, it's like a new one. It's like...
but it's the same same actors and stuff, isn't it?
I don't know.
Maybe not. I don't know.
It's going to be on Netflix, though. It's like a 4-part series, I think.
Mm-hmm. It'd be interesting. It'll be interesting. We'll see if
they have a trailer for every character. It looks fucking dope.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, I link the whole thing in my server.
I think I watched one of them. Fuck it, I'll watch it.
It's like 8 minutes long, but there's like 2 minutes on every character in it.
They should they need to fucking bring back like a bad guy from the show, like the Riddler, or what? Not the Riddler, but whatever.
Slade.
Slade.
Not
yeah.
Slade. Fucking.
He was the OG.
Not Slade.
Hive.
He's too mainstream.
The Hive.
Maybe that.
The Hive, because they had Beast Boy versus Man Beast.
I like the episode of the guy where the guy who like controls their mind, fucks with their mind. He's like a Willy Wonka looking motherfucker. I don't know.
That was the word of the day. I need to find my mouse.
Oh,
Willy
Jesus.
Wonka?
Yeah, dude, I will explain it because I didn't even get to that point.
There's
yet.
no way.
No,
What
there
the
is a
fuck?
way.
Is there?
What?
That whole
There
entire
is a way.
thing it's made of chocolate.
Yeah, the golden ticket. Is it the golden ticket?
Dylan got the gold. No, you got the golden ticket though. You get to drink Fireball now.
Fuck me up.
Mike, I don't know if you want.
No, I'm good.
All right.
You are fake news.
So yeah, no. Do you guys not remember from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Willy Wonka. It was basically anything in the
Give me a touch more.
anything
dude, I'm
from
sorry.
the Chocolate
Just a
Factory.
touch more. Thank you. I love my Fireball, man. Oh yes,
But
love it.
when they send Mike TV into the TV, it's the scene from that movie that I was talking about earlier, the 2001 Space Odyssey, with the monkeys jumping around, and he transports the chocolate bar, and the chocolate bar becomes the monolith.
Oh, really?
Fuck. I legit thought when I showed you guys that scene from that movie, someone was gonna say, "Oh yeah, it's from Willy Wonka."
Wait, the scene from what movie?
Well, it's in Willy Wonka and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when Mike TV gets put in the TV.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the scene where the apes
I've
are
never
jumping
seen
around
a
the
Space
chocolate bar.
Odyssey.
Shit, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Well, I've never seen it either, but I've seen those movies a million times.
Well, I think I just.
So at this point in the conversation where Dylan said Willy Wonka, I was like, whoa, let me find my shit. It's like,
Weird thing to think about, though. And apparently, okay, so in the Space Odyssey, you say the chimps found this thing and they're dancing around it. Comes kind of full circle, huh? You know, we must be the chimps fucking dancing around this fucking monolith thing.
We dance around much more than that fucking monolith.
Yeah. But why did they call it a monolith and not just like a steel thing outside?
Yeah,
I guess, yeah. Fuck. Let's look up the definition of monolith then, because it's got to be like a. Did you?
earlier. So
Bring that shit up.
monolith is.
Wait, hold on. We got to do this fucking
yeah.
word of the day shot before
cheers.
we just, like, sit here with
Cheers to the word of the day, Willy fucking Wonka.
Willy Wayne.
It would have been anything Wonka, but just Wonka was basically it. But no,
Love my
so
Fireball.
a monolith is technically like this isn't technically a monolith
Okay.
in that like the definition of the word, because a monolith is upright stone structure, like a single slab stone structure.
Okay. Well,
And-
hold on
stone-
sec. I
a
mean,
stone
like,
structure?
But I mean, like
Yeah.
metal.
They usually say a monolith is a geological feature consisting of a single massive stone or rock,
And this was okay. So hold on a
such
second. Now
as
let's
some mountains or a large piece of rock.
so let's.
But in the
'cause you said-
video game sense, this is a monolith.
Yeah, for sure. But okay, but you said like people would knock on it and it feels like metal, but it sounds like you would knock a piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
Like it
So
has
like no,
It doesn't.
doesn't vibrate.
they just
yeah.
called it metal. Then apparently, like, cause I mean, I don't know. Could be fucking stone. Could be a new fucking element that nobody's ever discovered. If they're talking,
What's the element
Well, the
Bob
whole,
Lazar
the
was
whole,
always talking about?
bro, the Willy Wonka thing though with them like I didn't even really think, you know, like if we are gonna say that aliens could have played a part, I mean shit, they probably had a thing that was just like, dude, like let's just laser beam it in.
No shit.
Beam it in, Scotty.
For sure. I mean,
Beam it in.
We already know from earlier this year in the hype of things that, like, the Pentagon did disclose that, yeah, there are fucking UFOs.
Not
and
only
then-
the Pentagon, the U.S. Navy, and the Army.
and everybody was just like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, like, isn't it crazy that we're not going in panic?
It was 4 days where we were just like, "Look at that," and then the
So-
next thing came along, and, like,
and then,
Human Zoo was
and then
just
people
fucking-
are like, "Oh, look at this! It's the Goodyear blimp, but it's actually a UFO." And then
Yeah.
people are like,
So-
"Wow, UFOs don't exist. People are just stupid."
So what about this then? Say, we know that the government has done, teleportation experiments where objects get stuck inside other objects. What if they just teleported this one and it got, lost or something? It got stuck in fucking the rocks over here. And then the fucking world went big on it and they were like, "Oh shit, we should probably go get that."
Yeah, I mean that's an episode that we're going to be covering next year. The churn of the year is going to be, is it Operation Philadelphia, Project Philadelphia,
Yeah, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia Project.
Didn't we already do
Yeah.
that? The Philadelphia
I don't
Project.
think so.
about
we
it.
talked.
Like,
we
we've
did talk
talked
about
about
it.
it.
I think it was the last time I was on. Actually, was,
We've talked about
we
it multiple
briefed
times.
I
Yeah.
thought we
It's
went pretty in depth with it.
because
Didn't
like
we?
not
But not
a
like
little,
full
not
service.
like full, like we didn't full service the
We didn't.
bitch.
You didn't. Yeah. You didn't love it like you needed.
But yeah, no, like we've probably like 5 times we've talked about it.
That's what I'm saying. We talked about it so many times. It's like,
But we
holy
always
shit.
talk about like this, like we just reference it, like we're referencing it all the time. Like when we did the Baron Trump, the time traveler episode, we referenced it. Last time Al was with us, we referenced it.
That was.
I can think of like 2 other
what
times.
subject that one? What subject was that? I can't.
I don't know.
'Cause I was on-
You're about to be on a lot more episodes, but
That's a secret. That is. Don't tell him.
if you've made it this far in the episode, you
feel
know the
like-
identity.
You'd be rewarded, yes, with being a listener.
But yeah,
I
yeah, no, that's a whole episode that I have planned. I have like I'll send it to you guys. I have a whole map of episodes,
bet.
ideas. I'm kind of pissed because a bigger podcast than us just covered an episode that I want to do for the 1st of January, and I'm upset about it.
What was it?
DB Cooper.
Oh yeah.
I wanted it to be the first time that he was official with us. Was DB Cooper.
Wait,
But
say
maybe we
what?
can still do it. DB Cooper. Have you
guy-
never heard of DB Cooper?
Without-
You've seen Without a Paddle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the guy they were chasing after, or like that's the treasure that they were trying to get, and then they meet
He's
that
still-
fucking
he's still, like-
dude in the woods, and he's like, "Yeah, I was DB's best friend."
He stole like $2 million from the federal government, and he jumped out of a plane on its way to Reno, or he jumped out of a plane on its way to LA and tried to land in Reno or something like that. I don't remember the details off the top of my head.
So he fucked up, right?
Oh, yeah,
And
he
got
fucked
lost.
up.
It was
and-
rumored. Yeah, it was rumored that he jumped with all the fucking cash, and then he went to, he landed in the woods somewhere, like crash landed, like just jumped out because the plane was going down, or he didn't want to get caught, and then fucking. So now everybody like it's a huge conspiracy. The cash was never found, ever, but that's.
I didn't know that movie was based off of a true story.
Yep, that's an
Yeah.
entire like it's.
Yeah.
I mean,
So there
it's
actually
historical
are
fiction,
women
but-
who have armpit hair.
Yeah, dude.
That's true.
Go to Europe,
Dylan,
bro.
they do
Go to
exist.
Europe.
They absolutely exist.
I'm just kidding. One time I was bartending and I had a girl that some reason lifted her arm up and just had a pit full of hair, and I don't have a problem with it. It definitely threw me
but
off.
I'm kind of the same way. It's like, I mean,
We're just not
to
used
each
to
their
it.
own. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, but that's cool. Like the societal norms are
Right,
ending and shit.
right,
Like, if you
right.
want to do that, that's
Yeah,
cool. I
yeah,
have not a problem with that. But it's like it's so not normal that you just like it happens. You're just like, oh,
Yeah.
oh no, cool, yeah, whatever. Like
We're
just like taking it back more
We're on
than
the
you are,
brink
like-
of an era.
dude, we are, man,
long
and
as
it's
you wash
it is
your ass and
fucking
brush your
beautiful.
teeth.
What's that?
Watch.
As long as you wash your ass and brush your teeth.
Yep. Fucking fresh.
And wear deodorant.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, when I see a hairy pit, I think of a man's pit, and I think, God, dude, it probably smells like shit, dude. If I just rub my nose against that, my boy's tit, or fucking,
What are you talking about now?
Honestly, though, if
What, you don't walk up and smell your friend's armpits ever? That's
dude, if I saw a girl with a hairy pit,
I said, yeah.
like if I saw a girl with a hairy pit, I would be really dismissed to like smell Dove over like Old Spice. I'd be like, whoa, what?
That would
that's
be
not what-"
trippy. It
I'd
smells
be like,
like
that's not what I was
premium, like-
expecting when I saw that armpit hair. That's a stigma we need to kill.
Fuck it, I'm gonna start shaving my armpits so we have a nice, healthy equilibrium between women with pits and men with no pit
without.
hair.
With
Well,
no
I like to
hair.
do it because I was watching a movie one time and they're letting you know that you get faster fighting speeds. From
Yeah,
Oh
karate.
hell yeah, it's less
Yeah.
friction,
yeah.
Bruce Lee stuff.
and you're more aerodynamic,
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
can swim in a pool faster.
And someone can't grab you in a fight by your armpit hair
Yeah.
and tug
I
it out.
hate it when that happens.
Yeah, same. It's the third time.
Stop
this week.
pulling hair in a fight. I don't care that my hair goes down past my shoulders. Don't pull it. That's for my girlfriend and my use only, and some of my friends.
Trick is go for one nipple, then they defend the nipple, then you reach for the armpit hair.
Do you get off to pulling your own hair when you when you check?
Oh, when I jerk off, 100% I pull my. I'm just like, and I call myself
Tie
a
it
dirty.
to a door.
I call
and just,
myself
like,
a dirty little bitch.
Yep, I choke myself and fucking.
with your own hair.
With
You
my-
just tie your own hair.
As
around
long
your
as you
neck.
don't do it with a tie around a doorknob handle,
No, yeah,
you
that's
should
how,
be good.
That's how very tragic.
That's
accidents
wait,
happen.
no one does that because that's how we know one of us were killed by the Clintons. Okay, that's how we find out.
Out of a rock asphyxiation. No, he had dirt on the Clintons.
Yes. That could go to two people that we all know and love as artists.
Do one of us just has to take the sacrifice.
That's why we're bringing
guys.
him on the show.
I'm the guy. I'm on for 2 episodes, and then you find me hung with my dick out in
The
hand.
Clintons killed
in the
one
shed-
of our
in the
own.
shed with-
Damn it!
Dude, that'd be a good episode.
Just fucking Buell's finds you in the shed with a shed beer in your hand,
Yeah.
your dick in your other hand,
And then
and
Bueller's
a red tie around your neck.
They were like, "Hey, Bueller, do you want to come be our new
our new
podcast
producer.
And it was Buell's
You
the
know,
whole time they killed him.
Do you want to be the producer, maybe?
Yo, that would be quite the advertisement, though. I tell you what.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like, we'd be fucking
Fuck
boom
this
overnight.
monolith for whatever performance art guy is fucking promoting. We're staging.
It's
it
like,
for
do you
really-
understand how cults work? They had good ideas. Like, just have someone die for something, and you'll be popular as fuck.
It's straight up this. Like, this is either, to me, this is either a Banksy type performance art, or it's actually aliens, and both of those are just like either say you're doing it at this point because it's been like almost 2 weeks now, like say you're doing it, or say you're not doing it so we know it's aliens. I don't know.
Oh shit! It's probably David Blaine. He's just gonna pop up and be like, "Want to see some magic?"
Hey, you want to see some magic?
He like did like a park event where he was like in a park and like 6 people showed up to watch his magic trick, and he's like, "I'm gonna teleport myself into the desert." And then he just pops out, and like 6 people are there in front of it, just clapping. Like, wow,
He's so good.
I don't know.
Oh my god, he teleported 6,000 miles.
Maybe
Go
Dave.
with this fucking one right there.
Yeah,
No, that is David Blaine. That's actually David
Are you
Blaine.
fucking
No, I
shitting
don't
me right
know.
now?
No, Diesel butter.
Diesel Brothers.
What the fuck? Okay, so so this is a huge thing. This tells me
He's able to stand on. It's not
it
cardboard.
had
He's
a
able
roof.
to stand on top
Yeah,
of it.
it had a roof, so like the top of
A
it,
roof.
like a roof.
You're from Iowa.
roof.
You're
roof
from
is-
Iowa. Get your facts straight.
roof
It's
is on
It's
fire.
REWF.
The roof is on fire.
The roof is on fire.
Yeah, maybe if you're from New York.
New York.
A roof is what a dog
The roof.
says, AJ.
Rough, just the way your mother likes it.
No, but okay, so hey, baby. No, so he could stand on it, so it's not fucking hollow, obviously. Which that's like
Well, you
Hello,
can,
Emma.
it could be hollow, but not
You could
the cardboard. But that brings in another
if it
question.
was okay, so
Why
that's
do- why
point
does
by
it-
point.
Why does it sound like cardboard when you tap it? Feels like metal, and you can stand on top of it.
Who is the person that's knocking
Dude, I literally
against
saw
it,
some-
though?
I
Do we
saw some-
trust one guy? Did he have other buddies who said the same thing, or is it
No, it was
literally
him with
one
a
guy?
GoPro. But This guy's standing on top of
Like
it.
he's probably
down.
high as shit, and just
Probably. I mean,
like
he's in
man,
the-
this smells
his-
like say like cardboard. It smells like metal, man. I swear to God, man. I don't know what to think, dude. Like,
well, his online
on LSD in
application
the
is
desert.
adventure.
Yes.
So
I really want to know what it tastes like.
yeah, why didn't he taste it? You literally made the trip there, and you're not gonna taste it?
Yeah, definitely.
I'd probably like it.
Yeah,
you have to, dude.
Why not?
That's your one chance of getting superpowers.
You
know?
if you want to
Not
poop
like
out
deadass,
lightning,
I'd probably just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go lick it.
oh yeah. How else are you gonna?
I'm gonna get 40
poop out
million
lightning?
followers on TikTok. I'm gonna lick this monolith.
Dude, you know that would have been, dude. We should have done. Why didn't we do that? We would have been so popular. We
We could just go around just licking random shit.
famous
You
shit.
guys want to go lick the Liberty Bell?
In a
Yeah.
pandemic too, of all things.
Exactly.
Like
I
we don't give a fuck.
I'm down.
Do you guys
You were
think-
just saying you needed 2 weeks off work, so it's or you needed a
Yeah,
vacation,
I
so it's
do.
like I mean, like I just got over my bullshit too, and that fucking I mean the vacation was nice, but like
I love the vacation.
the whole other part of the thing was awful.
I just
COVID to me felt like I was being drugged, not like I was sick. Felt like someone drugged me,
Yeah.
and I didn't feel sick at all. I didn't have any.
Well, that's
symptoms
what
of being
Sam
sick.
said.
It's
Sam
like,
said the
it
same
affects
thing.
everybody differently is like the crazy fucking thing.
Right,
Because
right.
you've had people that are like asymptomatic, and then you have people that are just like, oh, it just felt like a cold, and then you get the people that are actually like shit rocked by it. Like
I've had COVID my whole life.
I felt like shit forever.
But like it just to me it always is weird because fucking Bill Gates fucking guy, his buddy, his like right hand man at one point or something, his partner, they had this whole news story how he thinks he was patient zero for the Wuhan virus because he's like, I was taking a picture with my wife and there was this guy standing right next to us from Wuhan and he was like coughing and stuff and so that's why we think we are patient zero. And I was just like, Bill Gates' partner, the guy who wants to vaccinate the whole fucking world with his horrible fucking vaccines, like
yeah.
It's already out and shit.
it's like I felt like I was drugged. I'm sorry, like I know people probably get sick from this shit, but for someone who I know it affects people different, but I felt like I was drugged, not like I was sick.
Do you think it has anything to do with like electrocommunications in your brain?
It's 5G, bro. Everybody watch out for that 5 fucking G. That is no joke.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's where I was going with
There's
it.
no fucking joke. I'm scared about what they're like. Probably this is probably their
That's a
5G
that's a
tower.
5G tower.
It's a 5G tower.
Verizon just
that's
put that
10G.
up.
Like
That's
the
10G
like
right
where's
there.
the guy that comes out in the commercial and says, "Can you hear me now?"
Yeah.
Like,
He was yellow.
He was
shit.
there.
even though now he's like, "Yo, like Sprint is where it's at."
Yeah.
I think there's a Mandela effect for that guy because I think he worked for Verizon,
Yeah. It was Verizon and he moved to Sprint.
but I fucking swear to God he was from US Cellular. And there's a
AT&T, bro.
there's a Mandela effect about that shit, and I was like, dude, like I swear to God, I remember the US like it just holy shit.
My brother mentioned something about that related to this right before I fucking came over too, and I told him I was like, oh yeah, we're talking about the Monoliths tonight. He was
talking
just
about like 5G
yeah, and
shit
then,
or
well, no, but he mentioned the Mandela effect, and I was just like it fucking. I mean, I can't even remember how he related the two, but I was just like, no, that's fucking a real thing, and it some of it comes back to the LHC in Europe, the Large Hadron Collider that like fucking slams two atoms together, and there's like a theory out there that fucking. There's a theory out there that like it slammed us into a new fucking universe. I saw your head pop up. I was stoked. I was like, "Oh, this guy knows."
No, I heard something else.
Oh, gotcha. But I'm just saying, it's like, I mean, fuck, dude. I don't know. It could.
Dude.
I got nothing. I do not. I'm like, after what we talked about, like all of it thus far, I have no fucking idea. I want to say it's performance art, but like,
I want to go lick
doesn't-
it.
it doesn't
That's the only
seem-
way I'm gonna know what
what
it
if
is.
it probably tastes like pizza?
It doesn't like, but what's so fucking weird about all this, which I hate, is because it's like our government is trying to tell us that they've seen UFOs and that they're real, but it's like, okay, now
But this wasn't shit.
But what about, okay, so who's gonna benefit from us building fucking Space Force? The fucking space cadets and everything. It's just gonna be more money getting thrown into like military. It could have just been, our government could be lying to us.
No, for sure.
They could have been doing it since the beginning. I mean, I know we've talked about a lot of evidence that people have like paintings and shit from like aliens in the past and everything, but to me, I'm like, how easy it would for people to start a simple story and like it could have. I know we have a lot of really good evidence, people with stories. Like there's some fucking crazy shit, the Greys or whatever in Area 50, or maybe it was. I don't know if it was in Area 51.
Roswell.
The battle. Remember when we talked about the battle?
Phil Schneider.
Was it Phil Schneider?
Yeah, he was the guy that he did the underground tunnels and shit like that.
Yeah, and like they got in like a gunfight with aliens, and like there's like a lot of like I don't know. There's like shit that really has some like good fucking story behind it. I mean, it's hard to deny, but at the same time, how easy is it for us to be tricked? We get tricked every fucking day. Our whole country gets tricked every fucking day, and that's just like
by more than just
really
like
fucking
shit like this.
knows?
We're tricked in every aspect.
Right. No one gives a fuck about this. They're just like, oh my god, thank God Trump's like going bye-bye. Like we don't care that aliens might be fucking trying to take over the planet.
I want to know what like a hard ass like white right Trumper thinks of this shit, and like if they're just like, it's probably God telling us a message. It's like, what is this? Is there anything like this in the Bible?
Do you think with how we saw aliens back in like, let's say like Roswell was like one of our first like fucking recorded encounters, maybe?
When it would probably like the first time that like a good chunk of people like paid attention to this shit and thought it was real.
And since then, I mean,
I don't know.
Well, we like paintings and shit like that.
The pyramids and all the caves.
Nikolai Tesla is recording saying that he's gotten transmissions from aliens and stuff like that, and that was like 1890s and stuff.
Yeah,
whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
but that just
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. It doesn't make sense to me that the government is openly saying that we've found like UFOs. I mean, maybe my only thought is that they use it for play. Maybe the government did this and said, "Yo, like we're really pushing this alien shit. Like we are going to push this alien shit."
Fuck, I don't know. But like like what we were talking about earlier, it's like they had 9 days to get somebody out there from like the
testing anything. If hikers from
shit.
YouTube can fucking do it, I'm pretty sure scientists from our government, which maybe they did. Who's to say that one of the people that were there putting the magnets on it as well was like a fucking government scientist saying like, okay, like this is nothing. Absolutely zero shit is coming off of this thing. You probably have the guys from what's the Ghost Hunter show? Fucking I don't know. You know what I mean? What's that Ghost
Adventures?
Ghost
with
Adventures.
Zach Bagans.
Like they need to get them out there because we need some actual ghost hunters. Like maybe it's not aliens.
Yeah.
Maybe 2020 is the year of the ghosts. Like
ghost pirates.
Ghost pirates. Like,
well, what's an alien but a ghost pirate? You know, like.
Bro,
are you aware of the power of a shadow?
Are you aware of the power of ghosts? Oh man, I don't know. I totally agree though. It's something so small and so stupid, and I feel like someone called someone to go look at it and been like, "Yo, like I mean, when you guys are doing your investigation, I'm not saying anything. Just look to the west. Look to the west.
These are the coordinates.
The look to these coordinates." For no reason at all. Just do it. It's like, boom.
All right. So, like, here's another thing of looking at it, too. It's like you mentioned that it popped up on the 322nd day of the year.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's, let's see, the 27th is when it popped up here in Romania, according to that one picture that said it was 3 days ago, which if it got popular today, the 11:30, 3 days ago would be 20. Yeah, so 27th math. Hold on. So look up. It would be 325th. I don't know.
Wait.
Looking at the numbers of like.
Wait, you said 300 and the
22nd.
22nd.
22nd, which is the skull and bones
and then
Plus
and then
9.
9 plus 9 would be 321.
330.
Or 331.
Yeah.
Which would be 30. The 31st level of masonry, maybe. But that caps at level 33. So. But
I'm just trying to figure out any fucking.
Well, what time was it in Romania when it came out? Because it could have been the 333rd day of the year.
That's true.
That it
And then
trended.
it wasn't discovered in
The world may never know.
333, half evil.
Well, the 33rd level of Freemasons is like the Scottish Rite. Is that what they call it?
Yep.
The evil chapter of the Freemasons.
By the way, what's that thing on Main Street? The Masonic Lounge or whatever?
Masonic Lodge. They've got them everywhere. I did.
Yeah, there's one literally when you drive through Cedar Rapids on the highway, like going to Iowa City. I see it all the time. It's just the Freemasons logo.
Yep.
Just giant, probably like when you see it from the highway, it's got to be at least like 6 foot by 6 foot. With just the Freemasons logo on it.
In the 50s, there were a lot of Masons, but they kind of went down the wayside and shit like that. Like, there's a lot less of them, shit. But like,
That's what they want you.
I did a lot of construction at the building at the one in Waterloo and shit.
Yeah, right next to Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
that
right
shit
kitty
was
corner from it.
Fucking, there's some weird.
Wow,
shit
it's
up
funny
in
how
there,
the
bro.
lead singer of Linkin Park got killed by a Freemason.
Damn.
Just throwing that out there.
I thought the Clintons did it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Level 33 Masons right there, dude.
And Bourdain, man.
And
Cornell.
Chris
That's a
Cornell.
rumor. Yeah, no shit. Like that's I guess.
People,
yeah, that's-
I honestly think that totally fucking happened. I 100%. And people call me fucking crazy for it, but I'm like, can you guys just maybe think that there's
Stop thinking about her like she's your grandma. She's not your grandma.
But like, how the fuck? Like the Bourdain one is the only one that I don't get. Like, how the fuck did he get tied in?
Did you not see his last 5 tweets?
No, I didn't.
His last 5 tweets were like, the Clintons have sent their people after me, like all this, like a bunch of some of his last tweets were like, if I'm not alive tomorrow, the Clintons had something to do with it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, his shit was crazy. And the Chris Cornell and what the fuck's the
Chester Bennington.
Chester Bennington. I wanted to say Corey for some reason. I don't know.
That's
he looks like a guy named Corey.
I think it's
okay?
Chris Cornell. You can't help but to think Corey.
Yeah. What are you thinking, Corey Taylor?
Well,
from,
and
Slipknot or some shit.
Oh man, if only he was in the documentary.
Like fingers into my eyes. Sorry.
But no, they were working on a documentary like of the Sound of Silence level when they were found dead.
Yeah. I don't know. I totally am just like, I'm not saying this happened. I'm just trying to tell people like that this is like, this definitely probably could have happened.
Definitely probably happened.
Yeah.
Well, and then the couple in British Columbia were supposed to testify against the Clintons, and they were also found hanging from red objects, red rope ties, red robe ties, red everything,
Red rum.
red rim.
Well, and we saw going back to that picture. What was it? The picture of all of the
the
fucking
pool?
higher ups. No. Or maybe it was I don't know if it was a real picture, wasn't it? With all of them wearing
there's a
red
picture.
shoes.
There's
like who's the people that wear the red shoes?
Yeah,
Like,
they were all wearing
Yeah.
red shoes.
Well, the pool was John Podesta had a video of like a bunch of little girls like strung up like from their wrist, hanging from their wrist in a pool.
Like
and,
a picture.
and it was like a
Right.
painting of it.
like the painting, yeah.
And the pool that John Podesta's painting was based out of was the people that were supposed to testify against the Clintons. That was in their house or in their mansion, whatever mansion.
Yeah. So I mean,
That's fucked
they're
up.
obviously some fucked up shit, and
That goes to that's Canada government. Like that's not even U.S. government anymore. That's Canadian government.
Well,
like
I mean, Justin Trudeau ain't nothing.
Justin Trudeau got nothing to fuck with.
Girls love that guy. I
Yeah,
had to look.
he does pull-ups.
Girls would say that. They're like, you don't know who Justin Trudeau is? I'm like, no, I don't know who the fuck he is. I don't know who that guy is.
He's the hottest politician, Dylan.
Well, I know that now. Figured that one out real quick.
Yeah.
I got fucking berated for not knowing who he was. Bitches get wet over that guy. I'm not kidding. That guy is... I didn't believe that he was as popular as he was when I first heard it, but I probably since then, like, within a month after getting told that, heard, like, 2 different situations where a girl was talking about him, and I was like, I finally get the reference. Like, it's a meme for girls who are just extremely wet.
Have you guys talked about him on the podcast before?
Trudeau?
Yeah.
No, not
bit.
really.
But
like,
there's
we've made jokes about him.
There's a rumor about him that he's a bastard child.
Well,
Oh, yeah. No, I've heard about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But I was.
It's like a movie in the making. Ooh, hello.
We're good.
Yeah. Holy shit. See, minor technical difficulties. We've upgraded.
Until there's 18 of them, then they're major.
Yeah.
Minor.
Yeah, I don't even
Major
think... yeah, dude. I don't even think the listeners could have heard that, right?
Probably
That's
not.
all. That's all on our end, man.
Yeah, that's just the...
Minor technical difficulties. Maybe Michael crapped his pants because I can smell it, Michael. That's gross.
Oh, no, that was me.
Oh, well, I think
Well,
you
I didn't
both
crap
did.
my pants, but I took a dump.
I think both you and Michael crapped your pants, and it smelled so bad.
I literally heard
his
Michael.
pants
I heard
because I
heard
could smell
Michael
it from
hear
all
me
3
shart
racks.
into the toilet. And he's like, "Did you guys hear that?" You guys were like, "No, what'd you hear?" I knew I heard it.
Because that's why Mike was spraying the poop spray.
Bro, I still like
what is this? Brought to you by Uranus Lavatory Mist.
Oh my god, that made me fucking laugh.
I literally I took a piss and I was like, I think I have to fart, but I'm not trusting it right
Does
now.
that mean we can go back and maybe hear through the podcast dropping bombs in the toilet?
You shit your pants.
You obviously
live
probably heard that, Michael, through the headphones, right? Or
I heard it through there.
Oh God, man, we'll have to go back. I wish we had a timestamp.
Damn. Well,
Just-
I just gotta wait till
You gotta
they leave
sample
the
it.
room.
You gotta sample it.
Let's just go plant it there. Let's just go plant a fake sound of someone shitting themselves.
We'll have a
Have it
toilet.
as a sound bite, just this
Toilet
like
cam.
in the background in a hallway, just this low.
You have a
fucking
toilet
person just
mic.
dropping it. A toilet. That would be so nuts. Dude, you know how popular it'd be? This podcast would be on like fucking MSNBC. They'd be like,
For as
dude,
many
you
times as
guys,
you go pee, Dylan.
podcast fucking I'd be the head instrument guy. Man. Be the lead
flute.
the lead bathroom fucking
Skin flute, man.
yeah, until you start hearing sounds like, guys, I gotta go take a dump real quick. Da 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 da. Ah. Oh yeah.
Oh, but yeah, no, dude. These days, the government is there to fucking control what the public knows.
See, that's why I'm so fucking mind blown that like nobody went out there to debunk it. Be like, oh yeah, the government checked it out. It's fucking this and this and this. But it's like,
Well, I feel like they kind of put themselves in a box when they announced earlier this year that UFO and all that, like, there's extraterrestrial, like, there's aircrafts on this earth that were not from this earth with elements not from this earth.
yeah. See that?
And I
so
feel like
the
I feel like
elements,
they
the
I feel like
makeup
they
of that
I feel like
fucking
they really put themselves in a box. And that also, like, the angle grinder marks on the ones in Romania, maybe some fucking Romanian was just like, oh, what is this? And you just fucking burn.
That's
like,
what I
carving his
like.
name
Maybe
into
it's
it.
been there for a while. Maybe the village has seen it and just been like, hey, like, you know, kids are like, yo, like, bro, I've got this.
Vandalize it, you know.
But I mean, what are they?
When's the
how
last time you
fuck-
heard the word Romania when it wasn't from me?
Well, and how would they
You know,
have these
like-
kind of tools, man? How would they have these kind of tools?
It's not that much of a third world country.
No, it's not.
But to bring a tool
But-
out, having a grinder go out, unless they did
Dude,
that at
they've
home in a
got-
shop.
They got Milwaukee.
You can put batteries in them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't
But
know. It
what-
just
what
seems
else
really
is, like,
it just
what if
seems
it's- what if
weird.
It's been there for so long.
But the grass was not there. The grass would have grown if it had been there for a long
Right,
time. So I
right.
mean, I think it's just it's obviously in my mind. I think it's just some fucking weird stunt because the grass wasn't there. They obviously fucking dug that shit. They're not obviously, but kind of obviously.
I
Like
don't
it was
know,
kind of
man.
obvious.
It still could have fucking.
I would say the
Came
the
up
dirt
from
around the
underground.
grass would be
It's like,
the
it's like
obvious.
when you poke something and it comes up the other side.
Like
And you
Diglett
poke
style.
this side and it comes
Diglett,
up this side.
Diglett
Right.
style, bro.
I mean, dude, what if they just have systems like this around the world that just fucking can sink back into the earth and shoot back up somewhere else? But
So, what-
we would have seen if something. I don't know. That's just
Talking
weird.
about UFOs then, what if it was like, what if there's multiples all around the Earth that's like maybe like a propulsion system, like anti-magnetic gravity old thing, I don't know, that fucking helps keep these aircrafts up.
Did you guys ever see the Scooby-Doo movie with the witches, the Wiccan
Yeah,
ladies,
dude.
and the pumpkin
The heavy
Earth,
girl
Wind, Fire, and
air.
But like,
Girls
but
Day,
like,
come
but
on.
in the end of, or wait, was that the same one as maybe it was a different one that they went to? They only performed there, but it was one where the bad guy, he was just a hologram. It was just a guy using holograms, and they figured that out, and they were like, wow, it's just holograms. Like, I feel like Scooby-Doo predicted it first, that our government is just shooting holograms to fucking scare us. As a possibility.
Yeah, I
don't
saw
know.
that on Metabots the other day.
Yeah? No, I know you didn't, because that show got canceled, homie.
Actually, I did because me and Dana were watching it yesterday.
Okay, I believe you then. Maybe they predicted it first.
Yeah, I feel like the way the government works now, it's just the whole thing's just a
Smoke and mirrors.
disinformation campaign.
Yeah.
Like, so the last major legislation that got passed was probably the Gay Marriage Act. Yeah, is that what you?
I don't know what it's called.
Outside of like this new COVID-19 regulations with the legislation around
I
that.
mean, Obamacare and.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that was just like Medicare, but worse.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
But like, what's the last major legislation that you can remember getting passed?
Fuck, I don't know. Nothing.
Exactly. Like what the fuck is the point of them outside of controlling the narrative and running disinformation campaigns if we don't even know what the fuck they're passing and not passing?
They want Space Force.
They already have it.
I know.
Space
and
Force already
they succeeded, and they're further saying, wow, we need more funding for Space Force. We're going to up taxes because, like, aliens are coming to attack Earth. Like, let's not fuck around, people. This is the time where you're going to have to give up half your paycheck to make sure we don't get invaded by aliens.
Yeah.
Do you want to get vaporized? Do you want to get probed in your butt so hard that you bleed for the week after? Like, that's what we're coming to. Like, unless you guys give us half of your money.
For the butt, though?
Easy access.
It's a probe.
Yeah.
It can stretch, you know. They can fucking fit their slimy alien fucking fingers up there, you know.
I believe it's the human anus can stretch up to 6 inches in diameter or something like that.
I'm pretty sure I could put a full watermelon up mine.
That's how I eat, dog.
Practice.
If somebody donates us $100,000,
Yes.
Michael will eat a watermelon with his butt.
Yeah. You heard it here.
you just gotta boof it.
$100,000.
You'd be like, damn, Michael, are you pregnant, dog? Like, you're like a snake.
Damn, that ass got fat quick.
You're like a snake, but it's like the opposite of a snake. Just sort of eat up your ass and just let it sit there for a while. Emma says, I think the government has been communicating with aliens for a long time. I think so. With what we talked, me and Mike were talking while you were in the bathroom. What was the Phil Schneider?
Phil Schneider.
Where was
Yeah.
that? Was that at Area 51 or was that somewhere else?
I think Phil Schneider was Area 51.
And is that where he talked
It's
about
him and Bob
the war?
Lazar both defected
Yeah.
from Area 51.
Is that where the war or the shootout happened?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
That where all the Area 51 arcade games, like the theory is it's based off of Phil Schneider.
Saying that
Like
there was a
his
shootout and it was
book.
what, him and one other person survived.
I think so.
Said they, as soon as they were
and
going
they
down,
were wearing like gamma suits.
yeah,
the whole time.
said they were going down into a pit, like government pit, the tunnels and shit, and sees an alien and just is like, wow, like fucking shoot first, ask questions later, as I would also be if I saw an alien.
Yeah,
scared as fuck.
When in Nevada, go by Nevada laws. Like shoot first, ask questions
Carson
I was
later.
gonna
City,
say
man.
I do that with people here. I'm just kidding. I've never shot anybody. I'm just saying.
I mean, I shot someone. It was
That's how
just
you be
with a
safe.
an air dart, little fucking tube thing. I don't know a blow dart gun.
Blowgun?
Blowgun, yeah. We shot my buddy in his ass probably 20 times. And so
I feel like I know which buddy
shot.
you're talking about.
Yeah, dude. I remember he pulled down his pants afterwards, and he had white underwear, and there was just probably 15 fucking bloody spots in his underwear. It was the craziest thing.
Oh, no.
But were they from the darts?
Yeah, I don't know. They were definitely the way those darts.
He had a couple
Bro,
Hemis.
Every time he got shot, he literally it was stuck in his. He had to. I wanted to do it. I was the last guy. I was too afraid to shoot my buddy with a fucking metal blow dart gun. And the last time I said, "Okay, Tyler, my turn. I want to be the last one." He's like, "Okay, just fucking shoot me in my ass," and I shot him in the leg. I feel bad. I apologize to my friend, my old roommate, love of my life,
Well,
Tyler.
that confirms that I do know exactly who you're talking about. The minute I heard the story, I knew exactly who it was. Oh man, but yeah, no, it's just
His ass has endured a lot. He also had to get taken to a hospital one night for getting branded with a fire pit, like a metal fire pit ring or something.
Jesus Christ.
Took him to the hospital. That guy's ass has seen a lot more than most porn stars.
it's seen some shit.
Yeah. There are very few porn stars who have gotten a beating on their ass like my buddy Tyler.
No, but I think the way with this monolith thing and stuff like that, it's just
Oh no, Piggy.
Juanita.
She still
She
got
was
all her.
attacked.
She still has all her wares.
She was
Still
attacked.
got all the undies.
Jesus Christ, I don't think I'm going to lean back that far. Holy
You
shit.
about got a chlamydia avalanche on you.
Yikes.
You almost had to go to the fucking the Planned Parenthood doctor.
Think about that.
Get your eye checked out.
I mean, we thought Al was the sacrifice this whole time. That deer probably was close to just killing me. One of those horns just come down and stab me in the neck.
That would do you some.
Yeah, do you something.
God bless that bitch.
Yeah, she protected our house for a long time.
In
I'm
Juanita we
really,
trust.
I'm really like CIA coming in here, They hired me. I'm coming out, guys. They asked me to come in here, and
And come out of the closet.
I don't want to die, so...
But yeah, no, the government with Monolith and stuff like the UFOs coming out, it's just are we being more led to misinformation, or is that misinformation? I'm more inclined to believe that there's life outside of Earth,
Oh yeah.
but I feel like it's impossible for there not to be. But are we being? Is this a photo or not a photo op, but a performance art?
Feels performance art. It feels
Is it that, or
performance
is it like New World Order, one government kind of fucking put with it popping up in Romania,
like a propaganda,
of all
style.
places, Romania of all places, it popping up there. I'm more inclined to believe that I would be performance art or alien, but we can't leave out the possibility that it's
Not alien.
propaganda.
Oh yeah, that is probably Oh my god, that's all I've been thinking about with the government coming out with this kind of information. It's you guys understand how fragile and easy manipulated the country is. that you guys could literally do whatever the fuck you want to releasing information about aliens and shit is something to me it seems like a hush hush type of thing. You just, as a government, I think that's something you just leave hush hush and work with aliens instead of releasing things saying, yo, we think this shit might actually be real.
Yeah.
So we know we should know it's real because we're the fucking government, and we're just now gonna come out and say that we think UFOs exist when it's bro, what was the big one in was it Atlanta? The Atlanta Lights or fuck
Phoenix Lights.
Phoenix Lights. fucking tons of people seeing, what was it, the governor of the state at the time?
Rip the head off the guy dressed up like an alien, and it was his press secretary.
Oh, I thought he was the one that... Well, didn't he make fun of it and then come back later?
Yeah, and then he came back like in 2007. So it happened in 97, I think, and 10 years later, he came out and was like, yeah, no, like, there were 130,000 people that saw the Phoenix Lights. He's like, it's a real thing.
Right.
But
he was before his time.
In regards to, like you said, like the government releasing information and shit like that, like even though they stated this year that like UFOs are real and shit, you still have a giant chunk of people who like dismiss that shit because it's been like so attached to sci-fi over the past 40, 50 years and shit like that. Like, oh yeah, they're saying this, but it's not fucking real.
Well, it's like,
you know what I mean?
It's like they're probably shooting,
but like,
a TV episode for Doctor Who or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, it is.
But like, you still have a good chunk of people who think all of that is still bullshit, and like, there's no fucking way that it happened.
It's the same way they don't want to believe that
they're
the people
called
running this country
evangelical
are fucking
Christians.
kids.
Straight up.
People running this country are fucking kids, and people still don't even acknowledge that something that is not sci-fi, something that is real as fuck, has been proven.
Not even just people that are running this country, but like a still like a fucking gigantic amount of people still like don't realize like all you are is just a kid that fucking grew up. Like everybody's a child inside. That's fucking absolutely true. But it's like, it's up to you to fucking like learn like while you're still growing. It's like, yeah, you ended school, but I don't know. There's just a lot of people who still act like children that are fucking grown ass.
I feel like it's
adults.
because the news.
Crazy.
News has been conditioning the parents, and the parents have been conditioning the kids, which is why even younger generation of people that like I've seen speak out about certain topics and getting political and shit, and it sounds, it's such fucking propaganda speech that they're spewing.
Yeah.
It's not backed up by anything. Mm-hmm. It's total, like, they have nothing to back their shit up. It's literally just them helping spread the propaganda. So it's like, that's where I'm like, it's so easy for them to just say aliens. And I'm surprised the world didn't go into full fucking zombie apocalypse mode. Like, all the doomsday preppers, like, that should have, hearing about aliens should have been their first, like, there's probably people in the ground right now, just fuck it, like we're
sure.
Yeah, dude, they've built like 5-star hotels into old missile silos in the Midwest.
And there's people that buy them all the time and turn them into like doomsday fucking. Like,
here's 10 guys that coming down with me.
Do we think that aliens possibly? I know they have a lot of technology on us, but I mean, is there a chance that maybe they're looking at us with all this military that we're prepped with because we're such a military style planet?
Our weapons don't want to do shit to them.
No, I think that the alien aspect of
we learned how to shoot laser beams. We learned the technology to shoot laser beams.
Yeah,
and actually have it blow shit up.
But like if they're so advanced that they can travel from like other fucking galaxies,
right,
like parts 100%. Of the universe to find us, it's like they've fucking had that shit forever.
But laser beams, and we'll put them on our freaking sharks, and we'll freaking sharks with laser beams on their freaking heads.
I feel like they look at us and be like, oh, they're using nuclear energy as weapons. Those guys are fucked.
No, for real. Like, I totally agree with that. It's like an advanced civilization. Like, everybody freaks out. Like, oh, if aliens are find us, they're gonna fucking like milk our planet for resources and kill us all. It's like, dude, no. A, probably.
Yeah.
B,
Anunnaki, baby.
If you're an advanced species. If you're an advanced species, you already know it's like you're past the fucking war and like colonizing and all that shit. You're past violence, and then too, you already know it's like nobody's coming to Earth for fucking like our resources. Like our planet's made out of primarily like just like rock and like our core is iron, so that's like might be a that might be like a resource that they're looking after, but it's like all those precious metals in the fucking universe you can find out in space. Like NASA's looking at a fucking like asteroid right now that's like worth like $15 trillion or some shit.
Let's go. Let's catch it, baby.
No alien is gonna come here and kill us all for our resources that they can find in space.
Let me ask you, to go steal that asteroid and bring it back to planet Earth, what actor would be most equipped?
What's that dude? He's already done it.
What
Matthew
actor?
McConaughey.
No. And he like wrote it in.
Kinda
I remember they wrote it. It was the guy from Die Hard, Bruce Willis? Was he like the dad of the girl?
Oh,
like,
you're thinking about
he sacrificed himself
Armageddon.
at the end. He sacrifices himself at the end and says, "Okay,
you're thinking Armageddon.
It could be." And being like, "I'm gonna blow up the massive asteroid. You get off of here." And then at the end, he dies, and the son who's dating his daughter goes back home, and they have probably
a bunch of sex.
They probably have a bunch of sex.
I really like at the end of Sixth Sense when Bruce Willis dies.
Emma says she feels like they have a treaty or aliens just think we're dumb. I think aliens think we're dumb. Think about the older people in our country who are running this country, how fucking dumb and selfish they are. They're already in this giant trade business with children. They're running as much fucking crazy shit as they can possibly think of to gain control and money.
I mean,
as much as
slave race, of course they think we're fucking dumb.
As much as it scares me to like be like, we need to relinquish like the power to people like 40 and under. The people that are 80 years old should not be in power. Like, they should be in a home. They made their living, but the idea of 40 and under, where it's like some people either get it or they don't, like
you're the prime state of your actual brain and like your mental function and shit is like, it's not when you're fucking 70 and you're wise and shit. Like
I think back in the day being older was a more wise thing, but the amount of information.
But back in the day was like 55 years old.
See, it is in a sense
25 to 65. I think is like prime brain ages.
It's but like because I've talked to people that are 50 years old and they're still dumb as fuck.
No, exactly, and that's what I think.
Well, yeah, but that's just a dumb person.
Yeah,
that could be. Why it's like
the older people are wiser. They've been around, but now people have so much information. Our younger generation is finally at the stage where I think there are people out there that are definitely 100% equipped to run this country better than any old person that you could throw at them that have been studying and looking at this shit. I'm not saying that they're recognized, because politics doesn't want someone who understands how our shit works and how to make it better. They're just like, we just want to fucking trick people into like buying more gas or something, or paying more for gas. You know,
corporate interest.
We want to trick people into thinking we need to go to war. Like, we don't need someone who's actually gonna like make the country better. We need someone who's gonna help us pretend like this hot fucking stud is going to be our savior, and really...
Well, I mean, I think John McCain is like the perfect example of someone who's 65 years old, shouldn't be in office anymore, and his last dying wish was continuing the war in the Middle East, and his daughter perpetrated it when she got a job after he died on The View. It was just like, yeah, no, we need to keep our troops there. My daddy fucking wants them there. He wants them there. It's like, okay, bitch, but like,
your dad's not the one that knows all shit. It's like,
but it's like your dad is 65 years old. He was probably like 72.
He's probably rich from war. He probably got the taste of money.
All of them are. If you're in Congress, I mean,
and like, that daughter probably had blood money. That's how probably she bought her fucking Corvette. It was blood money. Oh, yeah. Like.
That's how she got her fake tits. I'll tell you that
blood
much.
money, blood titties, bro. Gotta watch out for them blood titties.
All those people in power made their fucking money off of blood. Had to have. I mean, like, dude, just look at the net worth of some of our leaders when they first entered political office, and then now.
Yeah. I mean, like Nancy Pelosi, who has been working in the federal government since JFK's administration.
I'd like to see how her salary has gone up over the years.
Well, her her salary only goes up with what Congress votes for what should be
the budget.
But I mean, from
her salary is
her being lower, not being in that position, but when we were talking about her being, because she was the one we talked about being there when JFK was assassinated.
Right, but it's her net worth from the time when JFK was assassinated to now, minus inflation, But like, I mean, even now it's still astronomical.
In
because
the
of all
in the
lobbyists
last
and
like
fucking, corporate fund
yeah.
money that
Even
she gets
this.
and shit.
Oh,
bullshit.
it's insane.
in the last 12 years, she's went from being worth $10 million to over $140 million.
There's no way that you can make that on a fucking Congress.
She's Speaker of the House, dude.
Bro, her husband does
I know, but
contracting.
she gets the bills.
Bro, her husband does contracting, and they had like a $25 billion contract that they gave her husband to remodel like all these buildings and shit. And they were like, yeah, we're estimating. People were like, yeah, we think the estimation of what would actually cost to upgrade these facilities to what they were doing would have probably been about $1 billion to $2 billion. And they're like, the rest of that money just probably went to her husband's company that has done a bunch of remodeling in the past, gotten contracts like through her.
Yeah.
That that made her fucking richer than all hell.
It's also, I mean, yeah, just all that corporate interest and shit. Dude, I don't know. Fucking, for all those of you listening and care, like, bottom line, next time we have a fucking election, anybody who's spouting off term limits, fucking vote for him.
That's what I thought. Tom Steyer was my guy when he was talking about it, and then he just literally stopped fucking talking about it. And I was like, why did you?
He got that Clinton money, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I hated those ads, but fuck, he said term limits, and I was like,
same.
I will vote for you. Like I wasn't
fucking coomed.
I wasn't able
coom.
to vote in the Democratic caucus, but I was like, hey, dude, if you make it to the ticket, I'm gonna vote your ass
for sure, dude.
But what happened was, it's like he said that, and I don't think people got as wild about that as they should.
Well,
he
fucked himself over because he
stopped talking about term limits. Well, he really just quit. All of his ads had nothing to do with it after that. He literally didn't include it once in any of his ads. I saw a few of them afterwards, and it was like, bro, you literally lost my vote because you had such a good thing going for you.
Right.
Like, what the fuck happened?
And then he got hot mic'd at one of the debates. And after the debate, he walked over to Bernie Sanders, tried to shake his hand. He's like, I'm a huge fan of yours. And it was just like, everyone's like, oh, Tom Steyer is fucked. Like, we can't trust him because the things he says against Bernie Sanders, he doesn't really mean because he's a huge fan.
Yeah. See, and that's another thing, too, is like we've lost all... dude,
it's a battle. It's like if you're not with our side, if you support the other side, you're not with our side.
Fucking the holy savior Rogan or whatever the fuck, but he talks about that a lot. Is like the tribalism of like anything, sports teams, government, like politics, all that shit. It's like the problem is we've become too tribalistic, and there's no authenticity anymore. Like, you have, like, everybody clings to these fucking certain cliques just to feel like they are somebody, and nobody is just the individual. We've all lost that.
It's funny when you say, like, the tribal thing is funny, I think, because back in the day, you know, like, you have the tribes that who were actually tribalistic, and it's because they were told these stories and they just had to put same with like religion, you have to put your faith in it. But it's like nowadays the way that we're becoming tribalistic is fucking funny because the things that were being taught could literally, if you looked into it, would debunk your whole thought process about what you're believing through your tribe, but you don't. You're so tribalistic that you're like, oh, I'm a believer, man.
Yeah, for sure. And
I'm a believer.
It all roots from survival, because back in the day when we had tribes and we're actually tribalistic for the real reasons, it was because you had strength in numbers. You were fucking more likely to survive with a group than you were on your own.
You're like, fuck, dude, I believe whatever they say. Like, these guys are feeding me. Like, of course I believe this.
Yeah, because they're feeding me. They're giving me life. Like, I'm gonna fucking worship these guys. But
isn't
like nowadays, it's just like if you like dubstep and I like techno, it's like we fucking hate each other because they're two.
I think it's wild.
Things,
like,
which is bullshit.
You look at like tribalism and like people get sucked into that because they are being taken care of. They're being nurtured. You know, like the tribe is actually providing for them. Where it's not even like you're being fed with food and shelter. You're being fed with fame and popularity on social media. That's where you're being fed. You're getting attention through that. That's why you like your tribe so much, is because
dopamine
you get
doses and like all those likes
that's what your tribe is giving you, and you're just fucking feeding the fire so hard because you're like, dude, this is better than food. People would go starving if it meant getting. They
did a study on that. They did a study. Like some scientist did a study on a rat that like had a button that gave like that stimulated its pressure nerve or
Oh
pleasure
yeah,
nerve.
I think I read that.
And
yeah.
then they had a button that gave it food, and 9 times out of 10, the rat would choose pleasure over food, and it fucking starved, and that was it.
Yeah.
It's like I mean,
Dumb rat.
dumb people. People
Dumb
are the
people.
same thing.
Yeah, straight
people
up.
are worse. They
fucking
know what's
dumb
going
as
on,
fuck.
and they're just they literally feed off of that so hard that's tribalism. It's stronger than ever. Tribalism is.
We're just rats to our alien
We're a
overlords.
two-party system in our country. That's how fucking tribalistic we are as a country. We have a two-party system.
Okay,
That's
what's
how
the word? What's
fucking-
that word for like? What's like false virtuing or whatever? What is it?
virtue signaling.
Virtue signaling or
Yeah.
whatever. That's what it's fucking all is, dude. It's like Jesus Christ. Nobody gives a fuck.
No, dude, it's like
What you think?
no, and like nobody, like everybody's closed-minded with shit. Nobody wants any new information or any new facts or anything like that. Just like
Well, they want new facts, but they don't want facts that
Debunk their theory.
debunk their fucking virtues.
yeah.
Which is the opposite of wanting facts.
Yeah, because
It's actually like legitimately the
everybody's
opposite.
everybody's choosing what to believe. If something comes out that contradicts the Bible,
Well,
there's
it's-
certain
it's-
Christians that will refuse to believe that just because because the Bible says.
And that's why there's like 15 different types of Christians.
Yeah,
100%.
It's because of fucking echo chambers
Yep.
that they hear one thing that they want to believe, and they hear something they don't want to believe, and they're like, "No, fuck that. That's not part of our church."
A man
Right.
hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest.
Yeah, absolutely, and it like exists so fucking. It's just that's gonna be the fucking death of humanity. And it really is. It's like there's that saying. It's like it's not what you know that kills you, or it's not what you don't know that kills you. It's what you know. Like people become overly confident with what they think they know, and then fucking I'm gonna do this, but God will protect me, and then they walk into the woods without anything, and then they die.
At least take a pocket knife, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
my God and my religion. I'm in this like community of like 200 people in a deserted island. My God tells me to hang myself by a bunch of nails and shit and almost kill myself, and probably will because we don't have any medical treatment.
it's
People go crazy, dude. They
people
be crazy.
They're just fucking relax.
The ego is like stronger than anything on this
Absolutely.
planet.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
The ego will kill you faster than anything.
I feel so I can remember back to the days when I would post shit and just the only thing I would post it to make it seem like I didn't care and to be funny, which I was trying to be funny.
Oh yeah.
But I still the amount of care that I put towards getting likes, I just nowadays I'm like I like to do some funny shit, but I send it to our Snapchat group and say I want my friends to know this. I don't need attention. Like
Yeah.
I'm so sick of that feeling of posting something on social media. I've learned posting on social media doesn't matter.
See, yeah, no, but like
Opinions.
This is- no,
posting funny
But
shit
it
or random
does,
weird
but
shit.
it doesn't.
But
It
like-
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. But doing
See,
it
that's
for the
why-
ego is the wrong way to do it. If it helps the movement.
That's why, like,
then yeah.
every
I mean,
every time
sure.
I type out some shit with like actual facts and like links and stuff, and I just highlight and delete it, I'm just like, am I doing a disservice to anyone that could potentially come across this? Like, I feel like I'm doing right by deleting it, just because I don't want to deal with the fucking interaction of having to explain anything. But am I doing a disservice by deleting it and not posting it just because? Oh well, now this point of view isn't being contested at all.
that's
Right.
dude.
It's
That's why I like Twitter. Because Twitter's like the savage wasteland of social
When you
media.
tweet
Well,
at
when-
when you're
when
on
you-
Twitter, if you tweet at someone on Twitter, like you tweet to someone, does it show up on your main feed? Like, how does that work? Like, does everything
It
you
shows
tweet
it
at
shows
someone,
on your tweets and replies.
yeah,
But
does it
So, like-
pop up on other people's
so if you-
stories and shit?
if
Like, do
you
you
tweet-
see
it
other?
will if they follow both of you, it 100% will. If they don't follow both of you, it'll 50% of the time
It's so weird.
pop up.
So if you want to tweet, like, if you wanted to fucking talk some shit to Musk, you'd have to do either space at Elon Musk or period at Elon
Could you-
Musk, so it actually like registers a character before the tag.
Could
know what I mean?
No, I don't know. I'm so
Okay.
unadvanced in this shit. I just don't want to. I want
Or
to.
you can subtweet him and then it just pops up every time someone looks up Elon Musk on Twitter.
Like
And it'll pop. That's called subtweeting.
I want to tweet at people, but I want to turn it off. There's probably a way to turn it off from people seeing what I'm tweeting.
Yeah, if you want to talk about me and don't want to tag me in it, you can still do that. But like, if I search my username, I'll still be able to see that you tweeted. But
Unless
I didn't
you
see
block
the tag,
him.
Unless you block me. Which, if
yeah.
you block me, I'm gonna block you back, you little bitch.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. Twitter has been a thing I've been perusing lately. I just still have no idea how to use it.
No,
I've been trying to get
bullshit.
you on Twitter for like 2 years. I'm glad you're finally perusing.
I'm just I'm not tweeting. Fucking, I'm just like I don't.
Dude,
but I want it. I do
You're
tweet
the next
at people.
one.
Oh man,
you'll be
I
on
do love
Twitter.
Twitter though, because Facebook I won't because of the shit. But Twitter has been my ground
Facebook's
where I get to
garbage.
read shit and join
No,
this
dude.
random convo and tweet
Yeah.
at someone. I've had my tweets like fucking deleted from people's comments because I'm
I
like
love that
I
shit.
say shit that's
when
so
someone
bad,
deletes
but
my tweet, I fucking get off.
same, but it's like I'm worried. I'm like,
I'm like,
bro,
oh, I got
are
under your
people
skin
gonna see
because
me
you know you're
tweet
fucking
like
wrong.
reply to this guy? Like, is that gonna show up on my page? Because I'm like, I don't want people to see when I'm talking shit. 'Cause, like,
Yeah.
I'm a different person when I'm talking at people.
Yeah, that's fair. I
over
mean,
the
I am
internet.
too, but like Twitter's like Twitter.
Twitter's a war zone.
Twitter is a war zone because everybody is like the realest, truest part of themselves. It's a fucking
real truest
savage
part of
wasteland.
yourself.
Like if you want to,
But you gotta hide behind the computer to say it.
exactly, which
Yeah,
is
so
kind
you're not
of
you're not the truest part of
No.
yourself.
The only more keyboard warrior you
you're
can
more
get
your
is
thoughts
Reddit.
than anything.
But I feel like-
Keyboard warrior emphasized, or not emphasized, but is like the most pure form of a keyboard warrior is Reddit.
For sure,
I'd
I totally agree.
Agreed.
Yeah, Reddit's
Something like that,
But
like a 4chan type shit.
Yeah, I guess, but
Forum
that's-
pages. Forum pages were where I think shit was great, not Twitter where it's a bunch of random fucking dumbasses inputting on something, so you don't even see the good parts of the
you
conversation.
can literally have 4 Twitter accounts under the same email, and just be like, "This is my one that I'm going to talk shit to people to. This is one I'm going to please people with."
Reddit's the same fucking way though too.
Yeah,
so like they're very similar, except Reddit's more of like a search and subject platform, which whereas like Twitter is just more fucking
And it's
random.
way
Like, who
more.
the fuck's this asshole?
Well, and Reddit is way more anonymous.
yeah, no, for sure.
True.
But Twitter is as anonymous as you want to make it too.
Yeah,
true.
But like, you can search up someone's email and be like, "Oh, okay, they have 2 accounts,"
Right.
and
The only thing that I would say Twitter is like almost better for is like in like fucking situations, like even when it comes to this fucking monolith, it's like if you would have had a group of fucking, you know, people our age there with like the access to Twitter and Reddit. I mean, obviously you have, but like Twitter is more likely to give you like live updates and live tweets about a situation that's going on. Mm-hmm. You know, as opposed to Reddit where it's gotta sit there and like you gotta fucking like sift through like, oh, this only has one upvote.
38-day post.
Exactly, but like Twitter is like instant. So
Yeah.
if I fucking Google like, you know, you fucking hashtag Chicago or some shit on Twitter, you see every fucking person that mentions Chicago in their tweets, and it's like, oh, there was this fight on 38th and whatever the fuck street.
True.
And, you know, so
more
it's like,
people use it,
Twitter's-
whereas Reddit would be
Twitter's more
there.
instantaneous like satisfaction, whereas Reddit is like more deeper, like let's all look
Where
into
you-
this collectively as an internet.
You read a
thing.
conversation and you don't see the spam of trolling,
Dude,
which
like
you
if-
do, but you don't as much because
Right.
like that 38-day post, you're reading through it. And
Exactly.
It's like people have been putting their time. But you know, Twitter is just fucking.
Well,
So,
I
like,
watch porn on Reddit
Dude,
all the time.
Oh, for sure. Reddit's one
But
of the best porn sites.
it'll be like 30, like it'll be like, oh, 38 days ago, no mercy for my throat. I'll be like, what the fuck? 38 days since the post, and you click on it, you have to scroll like, because Reddit will be like, it'll be like the most trending thing on the page of the day is what gets brought up on your news feed.
You gotta search by new, baby. You gotta search by new.
Well, that's not an option on my phone app, but
not?
I don't think so.
What app do you use?
The Reddit Android, or not Android, but Reddit something. But anyway, it'll be like, oh, I'll click on a subreddit like Bad Girls of the Earth is one of my new favorites.
Bad Girls of the Earth.
Yeah, Bad Girls of the Earth. And it'll be like, oh, well, this post was 38 days ago, and someone will be like, oh, well, I wanted to click on that and like find the source, you know. But yeah, Reddit's like Twitter if Twitter didn't function things through like
So
relevancy. I guess.
Reddit's fucking algorithm is based off of like popularity or like whatever. Like you see shit in new, you can search by new, you can search by rising, you can search by like hot. So hot has the most upvotes, new has fresh off the fucking pot.
All that great porn.
All Twitter is, I mean, like if you're searching for, like imagine if Twitter was around during like 9/11. Like if I was a person like back then that had Twitter during that shit, I would have fucking searched hashtag like New York City or World Trade Center and watched all the live tweets on Twitter of like what's happening with people that are just like, oh, they're fucking like there's smoke everywhere and like this and that. Like that's how you would get like updated fucking eyewitness reports of this shit. And like that was like, fuck, you remember this, like the actual like the HBO show The Newsroom and shit like that. Like there was a huge fucking like in the plot of that show there's a huge like, you know,
the Boston bombing.
Yeah, exactly. There was a huge like debate of like is eyewitness
is new media accredited to the same way that
new
old
media versus
is.
old media. So like, you know, there's people that are tweeting out like live events like, oh, this happened, but like you can't confirm it because the news.
Well, and one of the things about that show too was that you can't accredit new media the same way you can old media, because during the Boston bombing they flagged the wrong people.
Reddit did. Reddit was responsible for that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
God damn it, Reddit!
I fucking know. Assholes.
You had one chance.
You had one chance.
You had one chance, motherfucker.
One chance to prove you were worth the shit. You fucked it up, Reddit. God damn it.
I wonder what Reddit's going off with about this shit. I guess I didn't even think about that.
I saw a couple things. I didn't fucking...
A lot of the things that I saw from Reddit on the Monolith.
You gotta go to the comments section. That's where the real shit is.
A lot of the things I saw on Reddit from the Monolith thing was like welders being like, I could do that better.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was thinking too. It's like some asshole with fucking some free sheet metal and like...
That wasn't welding, was it? That was just
okay. So there was
grinding.
welding. There was welding marks on the Romanian one, like on that crease that we had.
Yeah.
And then if you looked on the edges for some of the pictures too, it looked like there was like welding marks.
Yeah.
But this one had rivets, and they were saying, "Oh, it's the same one." It's like, no, this one didn't have a fucking crease. This one didn't have welding marks. It's like they're fucking different. So like either this one's authentic, and somebody across the world was like, I'm gonna redo that and like scare the shit out of people. Or
how many licks does it take to get to the center of a monolith?
Yeah,
the world may never know.
I want to taste it. I'm agreeing with Michael here on this. Like I want to taste that monolith.
I do too, and we should.
If it makes my dick shoot lightning.
Like, think about that. What if you tasted this monolith and then you tasted the one in Romania and they tasted different? You'd be like, wow, these are not the same.
No.
These are totally different monoliths.
This one
Dude, I bet you that there is a YouTuber that's going to come out with that video.
Us. We'll figure a way. We'll figure it out.
Well, funny you say
that.
Well,
we got to find the one that
to Romania.
we got to find the one that disappeared before we can lick it.
Let's go to Area 51.
The last time that happened with YouTubers, it didn't turn out so good.
Yeah, just a big old meme.
It was like 45 of them.
A meme that made video games and shit.
God, that was the coolest thing to like watch unfold over the internet. Was like that gigantic mess.
Everyone's Naruto running into Area 51.
No shit. God damn.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I can't lie.
See,
if I lived in that area and it was like 3 hours away, I probably would have went. Like,
I would have went if I was close.
Oh, for sure.
No, I'm not gonna
like there
go
was
from
people
here.
that like were like buying plane tickets and shit to go out there. Like if I would have lived out there, I would have been just like 2 miles away, just like, what are they fucking doing?
Yeah, I wonder when we'll see the next one. When we'll see the next one.
That's true. It's like, okay,
we'll make sure to report live when we do.
I keep forgetting this shit, but like, what was the difference? There was really no difference in days of when the one in Utah disappeared and then this one popped up. So
Instant.
like, and this one was around for, what did we say, 12 or 13 days?
Do you think the one in Romania is going to disappear?
9 days.
9 days. Okay, so that one was there for 9 days. Then the same day this disappeared, the Romanian one appeared. I don't know. Time will tell. If there's a third one, I'm gonna shit my dick out of my asshole. Like, at that point, somebody better be walking up with like levels and and
Yeah.
A Geiger
We need a
counter.
level.
Counters
We need a
and
level
fucking-
ASAP.
I need fucking.
We need proof that this is like 90 degrees.
I'm gonna bring my
because
Erlen
You
Meyer
telling me
to
these
my
guys are
Scout.
flying around on a helicopter and don't have a 2-foot level on them? Like, go
Right.
fuck yourself.
How do you know if the helicopter's flying straight even on a fucking level?
Yeah, just rip the level out of the helicopter.
Exactly.
I know it has one in there.
Yes. They fucking take
Sometimes
off
they
and it
do.
just blows up in the distance. Like, God damn it, we forgot to
I'm sorry, he
we
forgot
to
the
put
level,
the level
man.
back in, dude. We didn't know how we were flying, dude.
Well, what happened was it was a magnetic level and it didn't stick, so they gave up.
Oh
It
yeah,
was one of them Milwaukee torpedo levels.
yeah.
Don't talk shit on Milwaukee.
I love Milwaukee tools.
Milwaukee's the tits.
Yeah, Milwaukee is. Dude, I was a plumber for like 4 or 5 years.
Shout out to Milwaukee and Snap-on.
Yeah, Milwaukee, if you want to sponsor this podcast.
I think I had a Milwaukee hammer, maybe at one point.
I guess DeWalt, if you're listening to,
Don't sponsor this
you'll
podcast
work.
because I will talk shit on your tools all day.
Fucking overpriced ass bitches.
Hey, whatever works. Whatever hammers the
The,
nail.
the tool that all electricians use and no one else uses.
Why would you even use a hammer? You could just use a level. You need a hammer and nails? Like, just use your level. Like, why would...
Just beat the fuck out of it. You can do that with a Milwaukee level.
Yeah.
You
That's
can nail in a fucking nail with a Milwaukee level.
I've done that with a Craftsman one too, man. They fucking, it was like $110 level, and I was just like, I don't have a hammer.
I've straight up done that with
Still is true.
I've done that with a pair of channel locks. Like,
Anything's
more-
a hammer
more-
if
more
you got
times-
enough faith.
Right.
dude, they literally call channel locks. They call them plumber handles.
Plumber hammer.
Plumber hammers. Plumber handles. Same diff. I mean, it's a handle to grip the pipe.
So, well, I guess we'll just have to bring this up. We'll have to keep reporting on this and see if we get any new shit going on.
I swear to God, if it pops up, if we wait, okay, so it's been 3 days thus far, it sounds like. So if in a week from now, this one's gone and there's a new one somewhere, this is going to have to be like a second, like a 2-part podcast, because if that third one pops up, that's going to fucking project us into a whole nother world of like,
I hope people
theories
are
and
I
shit.
hope people are paying attention now around the world. They're like, dude, what's going on? Like,
Yeah,
are these
I feel
are
like
these
they have to be.
aliens? Are these 5G towers? Are these dildos used by giants back in the day?
Dude, like when RT stops talking about political shit and starts talking about monoliths in Romania, like that's a pretty big sign that it's going to be a global news story when it unfolds.
And
I guess.
And if that happens, no matter what happens, don't be afraid. Don't hurt each other. Just fucking take care of each other. Remember that we're all the same fucking.
Start building aluminum foil armor to fight these aliens.
I mean, I want spaghetti like colanders on the heads and everything like that. Like, just don't freak out and start killing each other over a piece of metal.
Right, Mike, you'll have to
shit.
get your dreads to pull through the colander and have your dreads sticking out.
Mateo will take care of that for him.
Definitely.
We can make an Instagram
Shit,
photo out of it.
if the aliens actually start to attack the planet, the first thing I'm gonna do is get my hair to dreads. It's gonna be my first step. I'm saying it right here on the record. I'm going for dreads if the aliens
I
attack.
don't know if
Earth.
yours is gonna do it naturally.
I'm gonna have to get it.
I'll
I'm
put
gonna
them
have
in
to
for
do
you.
it unnaturally.
I'll put them in for you.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, here we are, the end of another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions. By the end of the day, who really knows? As always, I'm your host AJ, here with my good friends Dylan and Michael.
Nope.
And this week we're joined with Al.
Woo! What a day.
It's
Thanks for having me, boys.
Been a day of a day, but yeah, before you, or I guess after you finish listening to the episode, follow us on Twitter at WRKPod, on Instagram at WRKPodcast. Hit up our Patreon page, patreon.com/WRKPod. And yeah, I don't know what else we got.
Follow us
Website.
home.
Oh, follow us on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, follow us home.
Oh, follow us home.
Always follow us. We'll give you a hug.
You can follow Dylan home.
Follow me home. My address will be released when people decide they want to send me something. So if you want to send me something,
No, we'll put up a P.O. box. Don't worry.
Nah, I want it straight to my address. If they send us food and snacks, I'm getting them first.
But yeah, hit up any links are in the description down below, and hit up our YouTube page. Get us that custom URL, and yeah, hit up. Did I already say hit up our website?
Hit it all up.
I don't know.
I think this is the fourth time
Hit
this
it up
podcast.
four times.
DirectGayPodcast.com.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cheers,
we'll catch you next week, boys and squirrels.